them.
Discord does not like them. I switched to US South, which could be trouble for Timothy.
Actually, it's still better than US East.
The central server, as soon as I switched to South, everything came back.
Yeah.
Also, 3 of us have rolled 16s.
It's very odd.
It's fine.
It's almost like that's like almost medium
So-
rolls.
On a
That means for us rolling that we each need to take a turn saying a word
No.
of the recap.
All right, Cube,
No.
you start. I'll go second.
Okay, last.
Well, I was expecting to start with the so.
Steak, that's not how this works.
That's
You don't-
not how this
you
game
don't
works.
complain
You
about
don't
how
get
the
to
game
pick someone
starts.
else's
Oh, you didn't say the
word.
word I wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I was just hoping you were gonna say the, and then I was just gonna leave it at end. Listen, I'm tired.
If I told jokes like he did, I would tell a lot of bad jokes.
You already tell a lot of bad jokes.
That was a
Not
very
wrong.
strange clap, Jills.
There's a bug!
Also,
Me
shout out
all
to
day
Echo.
today, and still probably on Monday.
Shout out to Echo Calf Clap.
Distant clap.
Sorry, can you hear
Wow.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you just
now,
fine.
yeah.
Good.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Alright. So, y'all climbed a very tall, flat cliff thing, and
Yes,
things ensued.
there we go. Yes.
What things?
D&D did include bard sexuals.
There was floating over
And
rock thing.
war
was
lesbians. And
Believing someone was evil with no evidence whatsoever.
There was
Literally.
not trusting
barbets.
someone.
And
They're,
now we
they're
have
barbaric
evidence,
gays.
So, I mean,
It was very rude.
Thank you, Perfectus.
The flying monkeys say she fucking eats people.
Yeah.
The flying monkey said she fucking ate people. There's a difference between the two acts.
Yeah, bar gays.
is there though?
There is.
Barbaric gays.
One, it could be the act of a desperate person or evil.
I believe something was said along the lines of, I'm surprised she
You stream.
hasn't done to you what she usually does to two legs.
Something along that lines, yeah.
I just remember
Also,
Cube saying
Because
turtle
we
soup
offered
at that point.
them berries, and apparently that's the only thing you need to do to
Hook on live in minds. Oh,
win
well,
over
there you go.
fucking,
Monkeys.
We're leaving here with a horde of flying monkeys.
Fuck yeah. Oh no,
I mean,
sorry, I'm
Prepare the animal
not
handling roll.
playing that character. I'm not playing that character.
You're not. You're thinking of Nick. You.
I am.
Yeah, but you're much more subdued about it.
I mean,
We're taking them home, yes?
as long as they're not dead.
Large enough to ride on.
Yes!
I mean, if
Listen,
you get-
Nobody gets
their
to know, they're
intelligence is 2. What do you expect?
They're gonna
We
try
get
and
enough
pick
of them
him up and
together.
fling him around without a problem.
No. We can be like that guy in one of the Pokemon games where he just catches 6 Wingull and ties them together and flies that way.
Hey, they could be good scouts.
I suddenly see a reenactment from Upcoming!
Oh god, no.
And
All
it's
the movies
not
of-
the scene you're
monkeys you pick
thinking
up.
of.
Okay.
Is it
It's
the
more
one with
think
the
of-
balloons in the house?
Except monkeys. That sounds
Also,
good.
while I'm thinking about it before I get too tired to forget, Calf, when this is all said and done, one of us should really prep detect good and evil. We both don't need to, but one of us should.
I mean, I guess.
Do you really have to?
Yeah,
Now
I
we do.
think we kind of
I
know
cast
at
common
this
sense.
point.
Yeah, it's just narrowing down exactly what we're dealing with at this point.
Alright, so, you guys made a promise to an old lady who was admittedly a little bit creepy,
Hi, Pondo.
Only a little.
that, okay, a lot creepy.
You're
Uh,
definitely looking for someone who can't prove she's evil.
I mean, I can, though. That's kind of the thing. I already kind of did prove there's some. At least
I'm sorry.
hint.
How?
Paladin magic. Well, crap.
Paladin magic. The one where you said she smelled. I think that's called nostrils. And rude.
Good to see.
I mean,
we're
her
all
monkeys
feeling
also
cooperative
said
tonight.
she has eaten people. So I mean,
Okay.
you know,
Mhm.
Not for nothing, they're monkeys. I'd expect them to tell you whatever you want to hear for some berries.
we didn't tell them what to tell us.
You don't think the questions were a little leading?
Hey, what's in the soup?
Was that a
That's
pun?
not leading.
It's fine.
Hey, what's in the soup? I don't know. 2 legs?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it was totally leading.
more than that.
Veggies. We had some.
Yeah, you helped with the veggies.
Anyway, do we got night terrors to go stab now, or
Terror folk.
Hmm. Who says the terror folk aren't evil?
I mean, it's kind of in the name on this one.
I mean,
Maybe
now that
everyone
you
on
bring
this
it up-
island is just misunderstood.
Now you bring it up, there's a chance. We might want to try talking to him. I vote we send the paladin.
I vote we send someone with higher than 13 charisma.
Vote we send the paladin.
Do we have anybody with positive charisma?
I mean, 13's positive, but I'm pretty sure the warlock's got the highest out of the group because it's the spell stat.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's also for paladin, so
we've also already discussed what his opinions are on this whole thing, and yeah, we need to send someone else too.
well, I
What
mean,
are we sending someone for?
Yeah,
Sorry,
we finished last
apparently
session
attention.
telling Nanny that we're gonna do it. So I mean, we were starting to head that way at the end of last session.
Oh no, we already told her that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying.
We're on
Yeah.
our way.
We're gonna go do it anyway.
Mhm.
I'd love to hear their side of the story.
Imagine how much XP we'll get for both.
I'm sorry, did I just hear you say that you want to find out what they say so that you can kill them anyway?
No, it's
didn't
two
s-
different people talking.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I did not say anything about killing them.
What?
Fucking love you, Hobble.
Turtle.exe has stopped working.
Yep. I was paying attention to something else. What? What? Ring ring with the bell? What are we doing? What's going on? How you doing?
All right.
It's hot up
No,
here.
wait a
So
sec.
you guys are at this point. You've left, Nanny's house, right? Where
Nanny
you
McPhee.
and if I remember correctly, you went up to her house in the afternoon because you started climbing in the morning. So you got there in the afternoon. You ate dinner.
Is Pim's gonna stop streaming? Is this
Um,
is what I'm hearing?
now
What's
it's-
going on?
Night-ish, dusk time. And she told you that their cave, or someone, I can't remember if it was her or the monkey, told you that their cave is on the south side of the cliff thing, that you are currently standing on
Alternate
top
content
of.
creator.
Well, I'm going to
Mixer?
find out it's dark. Well, it's getting late, I should say. And there's a whole empty village.
I
We can
mean,
pick a place to
most
stay
of
for
it's
the
compost at this point.
night. Yeah, but
but-
like this whole space, there's plenty
Yeah.
of space.
Yeah.
We could camp out in town.
You mean the town that has a gate and that's about it?
I mean,
Surrounded by
Are you
things that
judging the
fly.
place?
It's
a
out of the
fixed
jungle.
rover.
I mean, is it that or
It's
the
a-
jungle though? Because we're on top of a plateau.
exactly.
That
Basically,
or
the town took up
climbing
the
in the
entire
dark.
plateau.
We're on top of a plateau with a bunch of shit that can fly. This is the wrong fucking accent. Well, I'm kind of getting there. Whatever. Point is, we're on top of a plateau with a bunch of shit that can fly, and it might fly up in the night and eat us. Plus, when the sun comes up, it's going to cook us in our shells. One of us in our shells is going to cook the rest of you in your scales and shit. And I don't really want to stay up here where it's really exposed. So why not we just go down to the village, find a nice hut that doesn't have too much bleh in it, and just sleep in that?
The village is on top of the plateau.
Well, then let's find one that's up here that's not got too much bleh in it and sleep in that.
Wasn't the gatehouse particularly intact?
There's like a frame to what used to be the gate and like the wall of the gate, right? And the gates themselves have rotted, but there are iron bars, and then stacked around them and in between are the skulls.
Steak, you're too tired to type. Stop typing.
I am.
Like,
My
even by
connection
your
to the
standards.
server has been interrupted.
Did
That'll-
roll 20 just go down?
Yeah, I just got that. Oh god, they used pingdom.
Wait, what?
I think one of the roll 20 servers just went down.
Uh-huh. But
Was
to
that
be
about
safe,
Kingdom?
side you.
remember
That's
that,
their status site.
Yeah, do you remember
Oh.
that site that I told you that would
The
send out
info
like
site and the main site.
230 emails a second?
Oh,
That would be
Fun.
pingdom.
Ooh.
okay.
Well, not
But
clicking
I'd like to
that.
point out that their marketplace is working a-okay.
We're probably on different servers.
So, do we wait? Do we keep going?
Nah. We can
Please.
still do stuff without actually using roll 20.
Please try again later. Your world has crashed.
Your world has crashed. Okay. Yeah, you can do stuff if you feel like it. I'll just pull up the appropriate stat blocks,
Stop doing anything important.
and we'll do it old school.
Oh, Bid's back.
Oh!
Cool.
We hope so, anyways. It might not actually be back, it might just be teasing us.
Alright, so Terrafolk.
So it's not teasing us, it's terrafolking us?
Well, sleep and then Terrafolk.
Yeah. So y'all are gonna sleep first, like little pansies. Okay, that's fine.
How many of us have
I'm
dark
kidding.
vision?
Wow.
I'm
No, fuck it, we're
teasing.
gonna go. We're
DM
gonna go.
is rude.
I think the answer to that question is 2, maybe 3.
The answer to that question is not enough.
It's a night map. Please don't sleep.
Nah, it's,
I mean, it's
whatever
probably
you
gonna-
want it to be.
It's probably in a cave anyway, so it's not going to matter.
Mm. We
Do-do-do-do-do.
know
I was
nothing
actually
about
thinking in
them.
regards to the fact that climbing up a mountain, then spending a day on the edge of terror or paranoia, and then going into a cave system to maintain that level. It might be a good idea to rest before you go into a situation.
I
Physically. speaking.
suppose. Why you gotta make sense when I'm making
Who
fun
knows?
of
They
you?
could be sleeping right now. This might be the best time to go there.
I mean, considering I take second shift, yeah, actually, I could be sleeping right now.
I meant the Terrafolk.
Wow.
I'll take first shift.
I mean, if we play it right, we're on the edge of glory.
Glory hole. Yeah.
What?
What?
Just put me on whatever shift needs a second person.
Same.
Okay.
I'll do
Okay.
third shift if it's not already taken.
Nope.
Well, there's now one person on each shift and 2 people that said wherever. So, I mean,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So you travel through the village looking for a place to pitch camp or some sort of building which is still standing or some sort of shelter. There are a couple of huts or structures or whatever. Like, there are some stone foundations of structures that used to be something, probably, that have mostly collapsed. And then there are a couple of like wooden structures that are halfway standing that provide some amount of structure. Other than Nanny's hut, there is nothing that is actually still standing. But I assume you're just gonna sort of go a ways away from her house and camp?
As far as possible.
Mm-hmm.
seconded.
In which direction? Just for the sake of my curiosity.
What side is she on?
So she's like 1,000 yards or so from the gate.
I'm very fond of
So
saying.
like south,
What?
east, and then you were told like south southwest is where the Terror Folks cave is.
So
Okay.
north or
You
northeast.
Kick,
So, as a matter of curiosity, does anybody happen to know how long it takes
Hey,
for a
do you
village
do
to
that?
turn to this?
I mean, it's made of thatch.
Probably
and
the
it's
best,
the
yes.
jungle.
If you post
So-
a
That's
link,
why I'm
you're gonna
asking
get
about,
timed
as
out.
opposed to going, wow, this went quick. I'm like,
So the question
I'd
is,
say-
how
Hey,
long
Lon.
does it take for this stuff to decompose, basically?
It takes longer for
Survival?
Firebug to come to maturity.
I heard that.
Glad you did. All I heard was him call us immature. So
Do I have an idea of how bad the elements are?
Yeah, you've spent some time in the jungle. The rest of this village, it seems to you, has probably been decomposing for
so far we're avoiding it pretty
20
well.
or 30 years.
Okay,
Not too big of a
Longer
problem.
so this is not a new development.
Almost.
We're taking a nap before we get into one. It's really more of a
Still
cave.
more mature than the moss in this village. What on those skulls?
Oh shit! Wrong button.
Did we figure out how old the skulls were? Because I know there was a couple of rolls associated with said skulls.
No,
This
no
is
one went to go
where
look
they
at the
were.
skull rings.
God,
I wasn't
there
sure.
was somebody in our party who was like good at that kind of thing.
Yurang?
are you gonna fondle the skulls? Because that sounds really creepy. Sounds very death oriented.
It's just a bot.
Reasons. Yeah, it's fine.
It's
I'm not gonna
It's-
complain.
only bones.
It's only bones. You use the fact she's wearing bones as proof she's evil.
I thought we
was
used the
the
fact
one
that.
who said that.
I mean,
I
generally
also
human
didn't.
bone.
Wait, did anybody actually say she's evil, or did we just get a little skittish around her? And you assume we said she was evil?
We all got skittish around her, and one
Divine-
of the
Yeah, Divine Sense picked up something.
Divine
Use
Sense
the
picks up
danger
she
sense so we get the
smells.
creeps from her.
no. Hi, puppy.
You said she smelled funny.
I
Even if
didn't
she's not
actually say
evil.
she smelled funny. I just said that I picked up something. I didn't go into details on what, because I still don't know how to interpret that fully, to be honest.
Oh yeah! Speaking of picked up something, Steak, make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Oh fuck.
What did I pick up?
I don't know! Make a wisdom save!
oh no.
I'm gonna move away from him for a little bit.
He's got.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's got the clap.
Sure, that's fine.
He found the clap.
You didn't pick anything up from the hut.
Your package, your backpack has
It will-
some vegetables that weren't there before.
Child-friendly content.
What?
Alright.
Wait, so there's vegetables in the backpack that weren't there before associated to a wisdom save?
Weren't you the one that said you have wandering hands?
Yeah, that's fair. Actually,
Well, at least it's for thieving
Yeah, but
things and not touching
Because of his
things.
deity, these hands don't lie.
Wait, I think I must have missed this. Are you telling me that our paladin's a klepto?
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I'll be honest. It's been so long since we've been in a situation where it's been relevant. I kind of forgot.
No.
And I feel like that's how your hands function, is you're like, I don't remember how this got here.
All
I'm
right, well,
sorry.
I got more food, I guess. I mean,
So let me get this straight. You thefted, without remembering, vegetables and things from the cannibal poo-poo lady. I'm not eating any of that.
I definitely would not have mentioned any of this to anybody. So I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was just rummaging through his bag and was like, what the hell is this?
no, it's probably like a case of I went to go grab something out of it, and it's like, oh, these are new.
Well, that just makes it even worse. It's just like, oh, look at these. Oh, well. You freaking paladin. Oh,
He's
yeah.
a paladin who turns around and goes, "You're being bad.
Hey,
If I catch you doing anything you're not supposed to do, by God,
Ooh, shiny.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Don't be evil."
listen,
Oh.
Okay.
There's a difference between accidentally grabbing some vegetables and eating people. That's all I'm saying.
Accidentally grabbing.
Accidentally?
Oops! It just fell into my back.
Well, I mean, I don't even know where they would have came from because I didn't help pick anything from the garden at all. I just.
So
He's a
essentially,
klepto who doesn't
you
know.
by accident committed Grand Theft Tuber.
Wow.
I don't even know what that is. So I mean, we're not getting any more progress.
That's great. Okay.
Tuber, root, vegetable. There.
No.
Tato.
Potato. All right. Camping with or without a fire.
I would suggest
Yeah.
During the second watch of the evening, whoever that is, whatever, you hear the flap of large and leathery wings
Thanks for the mustache.
I look for them.
over. You look and you see the same sort of creatures that you saw before, but they're flying away from you, out toward the west. You see them like from when you first heard the flapping of the wings, they were like down over the side of the cliff, and as they crest and you stop really being able to hear the sound, you can see them flying away. And this is farther from you than 120 feet, but like you see the horrible leathery bird-shaped shadows over, like, go between you and the moon and sort of block it out for a second, and you're like,
So he's Batman.
yep.
Elliot.
Holding. It's a.
So what?
What?
It's a sniff.
This is a be glad you didn't have a fire moment.
Hey, let's not have the thing that draws attention.
Anyways, and then like as the sun is rising, these creatures, there were 3 of them, return in the direction of the side of the rock face, where you were told their cave is. Whoever's watching at that point notices they're not particularly stealthy creatures, but they like looking at them is kind of fear-inspiring. They're big and like greenish brown and pointy-faced and terrible looking.
They're probably little teddy bears in person, though.
I'm sure.
Almost deaf.
They love the belly scratch.
Yeah.
Right up until you stop.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So sun rises over the Mbala Tepui, and you're off to see the
wizard.
No, the lizard. We're off to see the lizards. They flap in their evil indeed. Maybe.
Excellent barding.
I'm not a bird.
Warlock.
I mean, that doesn't mean you can't sing.
People might question his alignment if he sang.
I mean, you can still sing about death and be jolly about it.
It's still kind of to the left. What's the alignment matter? It's very confusing.
Alright.
Put your hands on your hips.
Sure.
What?
Excellent. So, I take it that you guys are going to proceed in the direction of nasty beasties, or are you going back to see what's or nuts or what's up?
What's your nuts?
Let's fuck right off.
I mean, you could also do that. You could just totally leave right now. That's entirely an option.
We should not leave. Follow through with our deal, or else we may suffer unforeseen
Circumstances.
and consequences.
Like
I'm not
having to
trust
have
this
no fire at
lady.
night. Because fear of giant.
That may be one of your issues, but we never know.
I'm not the one who got
Never
bit by a million
trust
bugs.
Strange women in the middle of a forest.
Especially ones that might be fae.
I mean, meeting any type of strange person in the middle of a jungle, forest, desert is a little concerning. Doesn't have to be just a woman. So, when are we going in this hole?
All right, I had food show up. What I missed?
You missed the camp night.
So wait a minute, let me get this-
Just received a gift from his god.
In the form of his hands grabbing food and putting them in his backpack. So he's eating random food that we don't know where it came from, but no one's questioning it because terrafolk.
He ordered it with Mistra Eats.
Did I miss anything relevant or?
No, not really.
Just us making fun of you, it's fine.
Well, I mean that's a given with y'all.
Yep.
You're welcome. It means we like you.
Yes. No, I think they were
Okay.
talking about something and...
His character model is eating, and it's great.
Oh,
Nothing.
right, face rig. Sorry.
For what? For you randomly just flapping your lips? Vic. Ooh, nobody's winning slots tonight.
All right, I'm actually gonna kill that while I eat, so I'm not distracting y'all.
What?
Okay.
This
Okay.
time you kill it to not distract us. Okay.
Think? I don't know. I'm lost.
Do we roll to climb up a hill? Okay,
So
fine.
you're-
Perfectus is winning
Tell me
shit.
about how this goes. So you're going you go to the toward the direction where they came from. Yeah. All right, y'all are trying to figure out where the entrance to this cave is. Roll perception for me. Whoever's, I'm guessing, Warden is probably the one
Ranger.
making.
Well, do I need to roll if it's like? No, I'm fucking with you. Let's actually roll. Can I just use my passive?
Can I just use my pass?
I mean, with that, you can totally find where it is.
It's the big hole.
It's up there.
Look,
Somewhere.
Like-
look, a cave.
No, it's down over the side, right? So you're on top. It's like
It's right there.
in the side, like, so you get to the edge and you sort of lean over, and there's like an overhang, probably 100 feet below you, covered in bits of animal fur and bones and white droppings.
Fun.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Sound like the
About
pigeons of
droppings,
Schultz.
Just pigeons of Schultz.
Schulten pigeons.
You know,
oh
they're
God.
pigeons. Only they can kill you.
All right. Well, 100 feet is kind of long.
Should
Oh.
I scout ahead?
My rope is 50.
Before I say anything,
How do you guys
I
scout
also
ahead?
have 50 ropes.
Isn't it
Sorry.
Yeah, I've also
straight
got
down
50.
the cliff? So you have 150 feet of rope.
We have like 300 feet probably.
Daishan,
I think almost
with
everybody
your
has 50.
perception roll, you notice about 50 feet back from the cliff, there's like an opening in the stone beneath your feet.
I go look
Yeah.
at it.
Okay.
He looks at a crack.
You're this
I'm a connoisseur. What do you want from me?
So there's smoke coming up from the hole.
I think I found a chimney, lads.
We could block it.
Smoke the
Wait.
light.
They're making a fire in there?
Wait, hold on. You want to smoke out the flying creatures so that they have all the sky?
I mean, they'll have to come down here to get us, unless they just want to
Yeah,
shit
birds
on
are
us.
best
We're
hunted
above
when
them.
They are on their wing. Predictable pets.
But also, if we're gonna go talk to them, probably smoking them out is not the best thing to do first.
Smoking them out is something you do after you talk and negotiations have
I
ceased.
wonder if smoked terrafolk is as good as smoked pigeon.
Are you guys sure you can talk to these things?
It's just kind of side-eye warden.
Old man is reminiscing about his recipes. Don't mind him.
Yeah, pigeon. Who wants to eat pigeon?
I
Anyways,
mean, it's not that bad.
Apparently
It's
he
much
did.
better than raw pigeon. You will only be sick for 2 days.
don't want to be sick for
One
any
of you get
days.
used to it.
Point is, what are we
How
gonna do
big
about
is this
terrorists?
smoke hole?
They vaping.
It's about 4 feet across.
Oh no, there's 2 people in the party that can fit in that.
Loop?
She just dropped the paladin. Holy shit!
Tie some
She
rope
just
together.
chucked down the paladin.
I mean, you can tie some rope together and we can go into the front door too, so to speak.
Or the
Can we
barbarian?
see down that hole at all, or is it just too smoky?
Can you see down it? It's not straight. Like it doesn't
Okay.
go straight down. It's like and if you want to climb in there, you can see what you can see. But like if you're just looking at it from the top, you can't see straight down there.
Okay. I'm fully willing to volunteer as tribute.
I'm fully willing to let that happen.
So
So-
I just want to double check this. We've seen at least 3 of the things that have been described as leathery and scary. And you want to go alone down a smoky hole into their dark cave?
I'll tug on it twice if I need to come up, and you guys can help pull me out.
What if we pull up and there's nothing left? It's just a bit of fingers?
Then I'll be rolling a new character.
Alright, I'm not sure what that means, but okay, let's do this. Do we want to go, like, in through the front, too? Like, send someone through the front?
I'm just gonna scout. I'm not gonna try to fight anything.
Exactly, like, we'll distract them and he can be like, peekaboo.
Okay. I
Um,
would
go ahead,
like-
Jeff.
I would like to help you out. At least for 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Is she gonna cover him in lube? What's happening here?
I might also throw something on here depending on what your.
I was
Idea.
going to give him Shield of Faith.
I was thinking heroism.
That is a distinctly paladin spell, so
Well, it makes him immune to fear, and if these guys are as scary as they sound,
Barbarian stake. I'm already.
Oh,
barbarian.
well,
But,
doesn't it only work through raging?
Barbarian.
Before I go in. I don't think it's swarm raging, but maybe it is.
Okay, well,
Regardless, for the next 10 minutes, you have a +2 to your AC.
does that stack?
I don't think so.
The same spell effect on the same creature multiple times does not stack.
Okay.
I have a little treat for you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I had him
For
a tiny
me?
file. No, for
Okay.
him. It's a tiny file with some milky white liquid. Don't Q. Don't say it. Don't ask.
But I.
What's
But,
it taste
know.
like?
oh god.
Do not taste that. You will go blind. I'm giving.
Everyone is berries, and now he's giving them his milky liquid. What?
Right.
My milky liquid that blinds people. Okay.
Maybe I don't need the rope.
So out of character, it's a contact blinding poison. If you dust your blades with this and strike out, they will not be able to see you. You may be able to make it back.
Okay, so I basically have pocket sand. Great.
Yes.
Yep.
Pocket
yeah.
sand.
And I have
Real talk though,
one
that'd be
spell
kind of useful in this game.
So. Did we figure out what the role is for that blinding poison, or is it just it blinds?
There's a con save.
Okay.
I have it.
The bot is feeling
Does it apply
generous.
to a weapon? Is it a single use or?
Single use.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's going on a javelin.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna climb down what is ostensibly this chimney hole, right?
Mhm.
And you have a rope. Okay, so this passage, it's wider and narrower at some parts. It gets like anywhere from 3 feet wide to 10 feet wide as it snakes down into this cavern, right? And after about 40 feet or so, you can see. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay, so after you've gone about 40 feet, you can see like that this does in fact go straight down to a fire pit below you. What you can see from where you are is like a multi-leveled cave. There are different rock formations inside, and like different elevations straight down from you, probably to the edge of your vision. There's like 60 feet that's like straight down, and then there's like other platforms that look like maybe other rooms in this cave. And below you see, from where you are, you can see 4 creatures around a fire. They're leathery and bent over, but standing on hind legs. And it looks like they're cooking a meal of some kind of furry jungle creature.
Oh, we're monkeys.
It might be the big burly ape things.
If we're if they can cook and eat those, we're fucked.
The sheer fact that these things can cook.
Yeah, it means they're somewhat intelligent. Is there anything else I can see?
Roll perception.
So for some reason, and I don't know why, I suddenly have Denver,
Yeah.
the Last Dinosaur theme music stuck
You
in my
can
head,
see
and I have no clue why. It's kind of odd.
in like as you like go a little farther down, you're looking carefully, and you see like there are like farther back there are more creatures that are like
Swear to God, I can't
curled up
spell.
that are difficult to see, and you can also
Songs?
see bones and carcasses that
What the hell?
look humanoid.
Mm. Okay, great.
My friends there who died of old age.
Somewhere off to the side as well, you see 2 of these creatures, which are large creatures, by the way, if I hadn't let you know that before.
Yeah.
Like kneeling before a statue, like a serpentine statue, and they're speaking. They're muttering, like a prayer.
Did we just walk into the middle of the cult we've been messing with?
I'm gonna do a religion check. Do I
Okay.
recognize this as being the same?
I just like how
Oh, nat 20.
quick
No, it doesn't seem the same to
he
you.
got onto that,
Okay.
and I didn't
Like
even
this,
notice it.
this snake doesn't look like the same snake to you. There's no circle in its mouth. The other snake that you saw was like biting a circle. This snake is like wrapped up, and it looks like a constrictor snake.
Yeah, like
Um,
he adapted really well
and
to
you recognize
being in the
this
past
snake
anymore.
religion actually, and you didn't recognize the other
and
one.
I never questioned it.
Okay.
This
'cause, you know, you're a
snake
kid. Why
religion
would you question shit like this?
is.
Uh,
I have a note about this somewhere. Sorry, hang on. I didn't expect you to crit.
How?
What are the odds?
About 1 in 20, actually.
This is the god Shekinister. you've known a snake person in the past who worshipped this snake goddess, and they're like bowing before this weird snake statue and like making offerings, in
I'm going to guess
some
not a
kind
good
of
guy.
common. It's some kind of common that they're speaking.
Okay.
He's a Jar Jar
Weirdly
Binks?
accented, and it features a lot of sounds.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, can we please talk to these
Oh, they're
people and make
Skeksis,
Jules do
cool.
voices for these? Thank you.
Skeksis!
I told you I want to talk to them.
All right, with that, I'm gonna start pulling myself back up on the rope.
Okay. You're
That's not very good.
roll stealth.
Oh, that's
that
even
one's
worse.
better. That one's okay.
Okay. So as you pull
They had a
yourself
hard time
back up,
getting to me.
your foot slips and like a stone falls, and it falls into the fire, and one of the creatures goes, "Huh?" and just sort of brushes it off.
Rocks are weird, man.
Stupid rocks.
Sentient buggers. Sentient buggers.
Yep.
All right. And I guess I make my way back up.
Yeah.
Up to the top.
Yeah,
How
with
many
the help of the
total
rope.
did I see?
How many did you see? You saw. Let me count from where
Should've
you
asked
were. 1, 2, 3. So there were like three or four around the fire, 2 worshiping the snake thing, and like 2 or 3 more that you saw back in other directions.
Okay.
So 8-ish.
Okay. So that's not all of them. So probably looking at 8, probably 12, 15. Okay.
That's
That's so cute.
Maybe on the high end. But okay. Great.
I mean, if these things do actually speak common,
If hindsight is
Yeah, the fact
2020,
that they're
this
intelligent.
is the anus, the eye of the
this-
soul.
yeah.
We can try talking to him.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can always stone shift the cave closed and then block off the ceilings.
That was a quote and a half from our
Like the
DM.
heroes you are.
Do any of
I
us have access
just-
to that yet?
Wow.
No.
Isn't that
Any
like a
big
fifth
boulders on the
level
plateau?
The rest of you who've been looking over the side, after some time, you see 2 of these creatures come out onto the precipice that you've sort of been looking at, and hang their butts over the side and do their business.
See, they don't shit where they live.
I mean, it's already covered in white droppings. What's a few
So-
more?
Our entrance is their bathroom. Great.
It's also their front door because that's how they got in and out.
That we know of.
If you're not walking down
Yeah,
the
we-
steps, does it matter if you shit on them?
That's a valid point too.
Diashan asking the true questions of the game.
It's the hard questions. I ask the shit that needs to be asked.
Alright, well, I don't even know how to respond to that.
I pull away from the edge of the cliff and go back over. So what are we doing now? What'd you see? Who you see? What's happening? Are they doing the Mamba? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Give us the deets, little man. I'm assuming he's out of the hole. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay.
Yeah, he made it out of the
everything
hole with the help of the rope. Without the rope, he would have slipped.
Fun.
Yay, rope.
And then you would have died because there's
Ew,
8
your
of them.
fucking rope.
He wouldn't have died. He would just been very crispy for a second, and then he would have died.
I would have taken a lot of fall damage, and then I would have to fight like 8 of those things. So yeah, new
By
character.
yourself. Yeah.
Solo.
And they would have been
Also
mad because you
completely-
would just been a morsel.
And completely destroying any chance of diplomacy at the same time. Oh, you just happened to come by right after the short, tasty morsel fell into the fire pit. I see.
You like to buy these fine leather jackets?
I mean,
So what's up?
we could try and go down through the front shit doorway and be like snake oil salesmen, since they seem to be worshipping Sakataka.
I feel like
What?
that might not be the best idea. At least the snake oil selling part. If they worship a snake,
It's oil for snakes, not made of snakes.
I mean, will they know that?
We'll explain it to them. That's what words coming out of your mouth.
Do you
You're supposed
have
to do.
oil to offer them then?
God, you're such a kid. I forget this a lot.
Kind of oil is it if you do?
I'm just gonna pat his head and go, alright, so now that he's thoroughly distracted, what are we doing?
Did you really expect that to stop me from talking?
Not
No, I figured you're just talking about like what types of oils there would be and how we're gonna discuss that they're made from, not from snakes, but from other things, but they're meant to make your scales look all shiny and they're for the deity or whatever the hell it is.
But they don't have scales. That's
Is the insect repellent oily?
We're getting too caught up on oil.
Yeah. Again,
at
he's
this
distracted.
point-
What are we doing?
you were using snake oil as a metaphor. We all took it
Yeah,
seriously.
right.
I thought you were the only one that took it seriously, honestly.
At this point,
We're getting caught
I
up on
mean-
fluids.
Don't forget, don't touch his javelin.
This one? Blind.
Yeah, you'll go blind.
I almost reached out and touched that. Just touch.
But why not? Ooh, I can't see.
Just the tip.
Not hearing any ideas from you guys. What are we doing?
Well,
Why don't we just go in the front door and be like,
Yeah.
"Hello,
There's
come
two
to
options
parley."
here.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
there's realistically two options. We talk to them, or we stab them.
Probably one and then the other.
I mean, that's honestly
Wait.
what's going to happen, but we could...
What?
Are
was
you
the
sure
deal
that you're a good guy? I mean, seriously.
I
What was
also...
the deal that we made?
but we would.
What's the wording?
I-
The wording.
I didn't think we agreed on anything in particular except she wanted an egg from one of these things.
To show that we had done what they
That
wanted.
they were taken care of. They didn't...
Hey, give us an egg in these trying times.
They didn't...
Any egg will
Right,
do.
you are Danny DeVito, aren't you?
That one.
Well, it gives us more flexibility than other offers would have.
Does it really? Like, if you go down there and be like, hey, I'm just here for an egg. Any egg will do. Could be an egg for you, from you, by you, you know. I don't think they have a lot of eggs just rolling around. They're probably all their babies or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was implied that we'd come here, kill them all, and then take an egg once they're dead. That was
is the
implied.
When we give her the egg, what's she gonna do with it?
That's been my
Nothing good.
question. Yeah, that's my assumption too.
I
Can I
mean,
just point out that maybe she's just planning on dinner? It might
If
be
she
like
is-
a chicken around here.
I definitely want to stick around
A
for some of
highly
that.
intelligent chicken.
I mean,
Is it highly
chickens.
intelligent at first? And not for nothing, chickens. Don't
I
piss
mean-
them off. They will fucking hunt you
Yeah.
to the ends of the
I used to know
roost.
this weird little kid named Link, and he would mess with the chickens all the time, and they'd fuck him up.
Is there any weird magic nerd shit you can do with an egg?
A bunch
Oh,
of weird
no,
magic
no, no,
nerd shit.
Can the
Probably.
person with a negative intelligence roll for that same question? Asking for a friend.
Do you know of any weird magic nerd shit you can do with an egg? Nope.
Worth asking.
But there probably is some.
There probably is. I just don't know what it is.
You said negative intelligence.
I did say negative intelligence.
Wow. The rolls are great today.
How many ways could you
Shit.
cook an egg?
Hundreds.
Thousands.
Isn't there an entire YouTube video dedicated to that?
It depends on whether or not it's an egg. like which stage of egg it is. You know what I mean? Because you may get
Mhm.
something liquid or you may get something solid. I mean, that exponentially increases the amount of ways you can cook it.
True.
Unfortunately.
All
We
this
are
talk about
having the
omelets is
wrong
making me hungry.
conversation.
And then, of course, there's also one other thing I'm going to point out. All those monkeys that she hangs out with, maybe she doesn't want dinner. Maybe she wants another pet.
Wouldn't that be a little bit
Let's be
akin to
honest here.
Thing
slavery?
seems smart enough to not be a pet.
Are there any monkeys hanging around?
That followed you now.
That are living.
Yeah, they're probably hanging around underneath us off a meat rack. So all this talk of omelets and cooking has made me hungry. So what's the plan of what we're gonna do, other than stop and make breakfast?
Go in the front door, see what happens.
All right. Does anybody got slow fall? Or are we just gonna
Hope for
tie
the
rope
best,
to somebody?
assume the worst. That's what I say. We do.
Because good
We
God,
have
I could
more
go for some
rope.
brekkie.
Yeah, we have rope.
We have like a lot of rope.
So no slow
And-
fall, just rope.
I've got a quilt. I might be able to use as a parachute.
Is there a
Wouldn't
way to
work.
get?
Oh, this is
Down
this
safely.
is a very good idea.
Oh,
this is how
no.
I die. This is how I'm gonna die.
This
I
is how
have,
a ranger
uh,
goes splat.
What,
I've got climbing
what are
gear.
you thinking of?
I have climbing gear, so we can anchor the rope. As a heads up.
Cool.
That's good.
Because I'm not talking about just climbing down, but also if we're standing on the shit lip and stuff goes to shit and they just kick us off, one, we've got
I'm
to
just
get
gonna
back
put
up.
this out there. You could land and go deeper.
That's
instead
what
of staying right at
she
the
said.
edge of the
Giggity.
shit-covered hole, go deeper. Move in further.
That's-
Don't tease. Just go all the way.
Oh, that's fine and dandy and everything. Oh shit, that's good and dandy and everything, but I'm not just gonna go into a deep dark hole that I don't know what's attached to. Hole,
Look, the
not
worst
hole.
case scenario, if you do it, it may shock them, but you're gonna have to just commit. Don't dandy around at the outside. Just get in.
Sometimes you need a
There's
bit of
too
foreplay.
much to just keep at the opening. You've got to find a way to get us all into that space.
I mean,
We're
sometimes
gonna
you
knock
need a
that
bit
and
of
get consent,
foreplay.
right?
That's all. That's all I'm just saying.
God, we're
I
never.
don't think we went in the back door.
It
That's
seems like-
true. That is the poop chute we're going into. I like the way this tall man thinks. Anyways, so I'm just gonna secure this around me really, really tight and hope that I don't fuck up, because I really don't want to fall to my doom.
It wouldn't be your doom, it'd be your death, if that's any consolation, because we're really high.
My doom is
Just
my
go
death.
already.
I mean, your shell's hard, right?
I just whop him in the back of the head. Anyways,
No, that's like a legit question. Just tuck and roll, and you'll be fine, right?
and I
If you
whop
go
you in the back of the
swinging,
head.
The shadows literally reach out for me, trying to grab at your hand. Are you sure you want to swing?
At the back of his head, or your head?
Mine.
I'm whopping
the
the
shadows
short
are
one in the
concerned.
back of the head, not the one that actually has control of the
It's a
climbing
terrible
gear.
thing to do to the barbarian who climbed down the hole.
Not the
Wow.
wrong
You're
short hole.
rude. Thanks for getting the
All right.
answer.
So one end of your rope is around the turtle's midsection.
Very, very tightly around the turtle's midsection.
How tight can I get? It doesn't collapse.
It's not
And
going
not for
anywhere.
nothing. I'm going to put up a very strong suggestion that we do 2 loops, because if you only put it in the middle of the turtle, do you know what happens? Shoop. Like,
Okay.
Look, round object. You tie around the middle. What it does, it picks a direction and it just goes off. So we need two lengths of rope.
Gonna stretch it like a
We need to have you
harness.
like a little basket and lower you down like this.
Gonna
with
make
your
like a
legs and
little,
arms flailing.
little harness. Oh no, the harness won't work either. Cause it's top of just yep. Okay, little basket.
Go in like this.
Oh wait, there's no water underneath.
Like a crab that's
They'll
been
still
picked
do
up.
it.
You just see the legs swinging like crazy. Like, because we lowered
Still
you
do that.
gently down into what could be hot water.
Does anyone have a background in BDSM rope tying, so that I can actually like properly get into this thing? Because he's got a point. Round is just gonna foop, and if I do the harness, I'm just gonna foop backwards, and I'd really not like to foop in any fucking direction.
Development.
This is where we ask the really awkward questions about the shell construction. Okay.
I'll go get the crop.
So here's where we ask the really important questions about the shell's construction. The shell exists, and you've hidden in it a number of times. Are there openings that like? If a rude person just took a fist and just went, shh, could they get it out in the head hole and out the armhole? Asking for a friend who's got rope.
That's not quite how that works.
So there's no bit you could just tie the rope to and just kind of dangle you like a tea bag.
No, because that would be, I guess, the equivalent of me like attaching them to your nipples and just shoving you off the side and watching you just kind of flip. It's not the same.
See, I'm gonna have to point out that that's very different because that material is very solid and not covered in nerves. The question is whether or not you're connected to it on the inside at that spot, or you
I'm
like
just
the
gonna
cartoon
go
turtles,
ahead and like.
where the shell lands and the
fucking-
turtle slides out and then
Can I
runs
just
back
jump
into
down
the
there
shell.
without a rope?
Oh shit! Oh no! Don't pull a key. No, not a
I've had
key.
enough.
Well, time for a new character. Bye.
Okay. So the turtle's not going first, apparently. Since we're
joking.
I mean, I'm all for lowering the turtle as some kind of living
Offering.
basket, but you know.
Who's the best reptilian ambassador out of the group?
Orange.
I mean, they're not reptiles, though. That's the problem.
Are they bad people or like? Okay.
They're like pteranodons.
Okay. So y'all are lowering yourselves onto the shit lip, is what I am to understand. Is there someone in particular controlling the rope from the top? Okay.
I will because I count as large.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone who can hoist my 300-pound
I will
ass
also
around.
play tug of war.
Okay.
Figure we'll take turns.
So
Yeah, 'cause I'm-
the two
oh,
of
shit.
you are holding on to the rope.
Yeah, because I'm
And
6 foot
lowering
and
the turtle
425
friend.
pounds. So someone who's got some. Purr.
There are two meaty, manly individuals who have volunteered to
Both
help
wearing
you.
tights
Yeah.
while roaming around the
Alright,
forest looking
Here's
for
a
fun.
question: do we want to send 2 people down? Because I only weigh 28 pounds. That's not that much more added on to all this. We could
would
send
it
you
not-
Only weigh 28 pounds. How much does your gear weigh?
That's not important.
That's very important, you klepto.
Yeah?
I mean,
Okay, the gear's another 150, but I mean that's not relevant.
Okay. So
yeah,
I'm gonna assume that between the two of you, you can hold on to the rope. I'm gonna ask the Durgan, the turtle, for an athletics check to see how well you can like rappel down the side of this cliff.
Athletics, found it.
Hey.
Like spryly, even.
Look at this
All right.
ninja turtle.
Mission Impossible up in this shit.
Guys, it's all well and good that you're willing to hold the thing, but and then I hold up the pitons. Like, guys, how are you gonna get down otherwise?
Oh, I thought we put them down already.
Yeah, I just assumed they were down.
Well, they are now. All right,
You
so
guys are talking about how you're gonna strong arm, and then I just watch the turtle just go. Ha
so are we gonna send,
Not even attached.
so is the plan send the reptiles in right now, or
The fuck, a duck a lucky.
The turtle
I
can't see in the dark. I'll go next.
I thought several
The
of
turtles
us
really
were
don't have
going
dark
down.
vision.
No, we don't.
Turtles really don't have dark vision.
Look, we're bred to look in the water, not in the dark.
What
So-
do digital audio converters have to do with any of this?
Can y'all see, by the way?
Back.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
see one, which is enough.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
If I move the map, I can. There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
lower left corner.
Well, that's a big boy.
So we're lowering the map and lowering the turtle. This is great. Turtle, excuse me, not turtle.
Okay. So one turtley boy has landed while this particular terrafolk is retreating from his toilet trip.
I make a little one small step for turtle, and hello.
Rah!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello. Since
It
they
looks
live,
at you, looks at your friend, looks back behind it, and says, "Rah, intruder!"
Well, this went well.
have I actually intruded? I mean, I'm just standing here on your shit lip. Not a big deal.
The poop deck.
On the poop deck. I came here to talk to you, that's all.
Cube's just done. We're not even an hour. We're
Cube's
only
like,
over
bye.
an hour in.
We just
We're
came
not
to
actually
talk.
here to invade. We're hoping to get permission to come in.
You know, knock knock, all that jazz.
Rah!
I'm sure if you're willing to accept us, we can come all the way inside there.
Let's not get into that route again.
You're not here. I don't hear any of this. I don't know what you're talking about. What?
So, it steps menacingly forward, opens its jaws, and you can see its teeth, and it says, in a yeah, crazy bird voice.
Do it.
Uh,
Do it.
Do it.
You can do it.
"Ma! Small, ma! Food people in Rack's house, ma!"
Your name's Rack. I'm Yordle. Hi, we've met each other.
Gonna
Again,
gloss over the food people part.
not trying to attack you. We're just trying to get to know you. You know, that sort of thing.
"Ma! Why would I want to introduce myself to dinner?"
Because it's the polite thing to do. Just because you've been a heathen this so far. Like, come on now.
God.
We can be chums. We can be buddies.
Oh no.
We can be friends.
So the guys up on top, they feel the rope getting tugged.
Does that mean he wants to come up or he wants us to come down?
Well, the last time it was to pull
We
us
never
up.
decided on anything.
We never did. That's the thing.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Shouting 100 feet is a terrible plan.
It's going like it appears like it's ready to attack you. But you're trying to talk with it. So I guess a charisma based check would be appropriate.
Oh, shit, my whistles. No.
Persuasion.
You
Whose
literally
rope
have
is
a
getting
warlock with
tugged?
you.
That's the important thing.
Danger sense.
Oh yeah, you sense danger, all right.
So, I have a question. I have a question first, before I roll.
Yeah.
I know this is going to be no, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
You can certainly ask any question you'd like to.
Since he's in my grill, if I roll badly and I feel like this is going bad, can I just throat punch the shit out of him and just run?
I mean, you can. He looks poised to strike you. At that point, it's going to turn into an initiative contest.
Sweet.
So you have
said
persuasion and then initiative when persuasion goes bad.
okay. You said
Yep.
persuasion. I almost clicked
Persuasion.
performance. They would have been the same thing anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah,
No.
that's not going to go well. Roll initiative. Hang on, let me open the tracker first.
Oh right.
Also, again, we never discussed what the signal is for the rest of us to come down.
You guys better discuss it real quick because the rope is pulling.
Like frantically.
You just hear down or up.
We can't even hear that. We just hear.
Upsies or downsies?
You want all of us to go and roll initiative now, or
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
okay?
All right, that's why I opened my thing. Cool.
Oh, I have advantage.
Oh!
Okay, I'm gonna take the 15.
Advantage on initiative? Is that a...
I'm pretty sure. I can double check it.
I-
Well,
rolled the
you rolled the
15
15 first anyway.
You did roll the
you
15
can-
first. I'm just curious.
You can get an advantage on it if you're raging.
Oh, okay. So no.
You rolled
I
a
mean-
15, it's fine. Okay.
Shaggy goes first by the hair on his chinny chin chin.
There's a paladin at the top of the cliff, not really doing anything terribly effectual.
I mean,
Are you? What are you? What's
is there
plan
visible
here?
distress yet?
The rope is
Besides the
pulling.
rope-
That's the only thing you've got
I
to
mean,
go
you're
by.
looking down at your turtle friend going, hey, 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 and you see,
Okay, yeah. I'm assuming it's gonna take at least 2 turns to get down.
it's gonna take a full turn to at least to climb. Like, if you slide real fast, you can get down there in a turn.
Well, do the thing then, I guess.
Oh god,
It's fine.
it's gonna be bad.
It's fine.
Roll your athletics check.
Please don't crit. Please don't crit. Please don't crit. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Thank God.
Big slide. So we
Mild rope
tied
burn. It's fine.
we tied the turtle into this. So you're sliding, and you stop yourself about 10 feet above the turtle.
That's what I was fucking worried about. Is if he crit failed, he would have just been in my shell, and it would have just been little paladin head
Here's
and
what
my.
we've learned from the stacking goblins.
So I guess I'm here then.
Yep.
More or less. All right.
This is
You just
what I
gotta
was
see me slide
worried
down, like,
about.
Hey, how's it going?
Warden.
They talking or not?
If he failed, it would have been like a scene from like a Power Rangers fucking episode where just like boom, head into the Zord.
We would have looked like those stupid Goombas from the live action Mario Brothers movie.
I'm gonna very gleefully slide down from my, I assume, secured position. The things like poked into the ground, right?
Yeah,
It's also poked into me.
Shaggy used the So you're
Okay.
you're gonna gracefully and smoothly slide down. So you can also make an athletics check.
Fuck a duck a lucky no.
You have inspiration.
Good thing it was only the one that was 7 foot tall.
Oh no.
You guys know you can give someone else inspiration whenever you feel like it, right? Like, you can share that, but you didn't. He rolled. All right. So
This is bad.
But you haven't given the results yet.
he failed.
On a 1, yeah.
Yeah. So, you slide partway down, right? And you're, like, repelling and trying to be smooth, and then you, like, get distracted by something, some sort of animal or creature or something, and forget what you're doing, because it's very Warden to do that.
Wow.
And you
Pondo.
There's a cat in a tree
you
on the
fall
cliff.
the last 20 feet onto the platform. You take
Ooh.
4 bludgeoning damage, and you're prone.
And now you're covered in fresh rack shit.
They do hang their butt off.
Yeah, but there's
You're not
stuff.
actually
Don't
There's,
think it helps that much in this case.
in this
You
case,
must have
no.
a really
It's-
good diet if you're ignoring the fact that spatter happens.
Oh.
The surface of this thing itself is mostly not shit covered, but there are like small animal carcasses and stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Like, most of the shit is down off the edge.
Thank God.
There are like little bones and like chewed up. Yeah, it's a little gnarly. Keeper.
Let's see. Do we have? Oh no, the barbarian probably picked the other one.
What?
The other rope to try
Mhm.
to swing us down.
Just
We only have
let's
one rope.
do
Yeah.
that.
We're
I
running
am
out of room
tied.
very quickly, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am actually going to not try to fling my ass down there
Thank you.
yet.
You don't know where you hear that, but you just hear, thank you.
I am going to cast spiritual weapon.
Don't be jealous of my butt flap.
Okay.
So,
You,
it
do you
will
still have
come.
for your
Hmm?
you still have a character sheet for your pokey,
Yes,
right? Okay, cool.
I still have a character sheet for my pokey.
Excellent.
And
I wonder if
It
that's a weird
will-
feature.
Huh?
What?
pokey,
What?
poke, poke, poke.
The pokey stick.
It will actually summon about 10 feet above the hole, and
Uh-huh.
as I get ready for the next round to swing my ass down there and
Alright, so
make
it's
it
chilling out
fly.
next to Steak. Got it.
Yeah.
Finkelknob.
Okay, that takes a whole action. All right. I'm going to go down the rope.
Roll athletics.
I'm good at that.
You're good enough at that.
Okay.
Are you trying
Is
to
that
go?
my-
Huh?
Is that my full action to do that or no?
It's about like 75 or 80 feet from where you guys were, all the way down. So yeah, you can't both go down and take an action.
Okay.
But you can. So okay, here's the thing. The lizard stopped about 10 feet above the turtle, who is standing on the lip, wearing the rope. You slid down the
Right.
rope. Where are you stopping?
I'm gonna stop right above him. Rage.
Okay,
and jump off.
and then jump
'Cause
off.
I'll be about
okay.
10 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You should have a token and control. You can, I guess, you can probably. Warden's prone. You could jump past him. You could try to squeeze in. Yeah, there you go. You
Oh,
can
you're right there.
get past them.
Would it be possible to have two small creatures in the same space, or
Yeah, you guys can you can share. As long as you're not ending your turn there, you can move through an ally's space.
okay, I
uninterrupted.
thought there was like a thing with like creature size making that very.
There is a thing about it, but I'm not
It's
sure
just-
what it is, and it
It's
doesn't
just
matter right now.
complicated. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll fall damage for that, or do you want me to make athletics to make sure I can like land it? Or
Roll
acrobatics.
athletics again. It's not fall damage. You jumped on purpose and it was
Oh,
10
there we
feet.
go.
You're fine.
I rolled.
You rolled. And you came out the creature that's you're like up in its face, like
Cool.
it looked cool and everything. All right, now Yordle.
Realizing that didn't work, I'm just gonna shit and swash at his swash. I'm gonna swash.
Remember, you're tied to a rope, right?
I mean, and he's also in my face. I'm not moving. I'm just going fuck and doing this because there's
Okay.
nasty, gnarly, terrorfolk breath in my face, and I'm assuming that doesn't smell like
Do you
Mama's
have reach?
apple pie. Do I need leverage?
Well, no, because on the map,
You're
There.
still a space away from him.
Oh, I thought he was up in my face.
Yeah, he's about ready to strike you, but he has reach.
Yeah, he's
So
a large creature, so he can
For
reach
him-
10 feet. We can only reach 5.
for him, he's in your face.
Yeah, so you're in his range. He's not in yours.
Fuck a duck and wait a minute. Alright, I can't slash him, but I can whip a nay and smack him in the
You
face
can
with a whip.
indeed whip a nene.
What?
What?
Oh, the whip.
That's a miss.
Well, that's really loud, but it didn't do much of any good.
Oh,
Great.
loud's worse.
Okay. Shaggy.
Do I get another, like,
Oh, that's
Does
your
it-
action.
does
You
it-
can have a bonus action if you want it.
does it count as movement if I just pull into my fucking shell? I don't fucking know.
It's on your
Action.
character sheet.
Found
I
it.
believe it's.
I found
Is
it.
it a full action?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't that give you like an AC of 20?
Yes, it does. Or
So,
21 or some shit. Da, da, da.
It's called like shell defense or some shit.
Yeah, I found it. I already looked at it. I'm gonna spend a key to take patient defense. So if I take a spend a key
Show
to
me.
take a dodge action as a bonus
Okay.
action on your turn.
Alright.
Where'd it go?
Rogue bullshit as a monk. Got it. It increases your AC by what? Something.
Dodge action's disadvantage on attacks, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Combat. Dodge. I don't want the whole fucking chapter.
Are you sure?
And yes.
Actions and combat. Dodge.
Yeah, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
There you go. Alright. You took the dodge action.
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Shaggy, now it's you.
Okay. Yeah.
There is a creature very near to your face in an aggressive posture.
No, I know. I was going to do a thing. I was going to cut the rope off Tortle, but now they've gone into this weird dodge bullshit that I can't fucking grab the rope. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Oh, it's just a
my action
sumo
just got
motion.
changed.
Like it's just me kind of like doing this. It's not like me prancing around like a big sissy.
You can still reach the
I'm a bear.
You can still cut the rope if that's what you want to do.
Okay, then legitimately it's a case of, you fucking idiot. The rope is cut, swings free. Now you can move. And I turn back to the other guys.
I got a question. Is Steak still attached to this thing like a plumb
Stick
bob?
is still attached to the rope.
Swinging around?
As it swings free, make a dexterity saving throw. Just please roll better than a 5.
Roll a 1.
Yeah, don't fail.
There we
Roll a
go.
1. Damn.
There you go.
You didn't expect that, but it went, and you went, okay.
I'm going this way now. All right,
And
sure,
suddenly
whatever.
Tarzan.
Half the party relieved, half the party disappointed that it didn't fail at all.
And, will that count as an attack, by the way?
That's not an attack, no.
Okay.
I'd say that's your bonus action, because you can open it's your interaction, because you can open a chest as an interaction, which means I would think you could cut a rope.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. In that case, I take a 5-foot step forward.
Sure.
And as I do so, you literally watch all these snakes slither out of the fucking cracks of the rocks all around us and start pulling up all around me. It's minor illusion. And I look at the thing in front of me and I say, back the hell off.
Okay. Minor illusion. This thing's wisdom is +0.
Yeah.
It failed its saving throw as fuck. It went, rah!
I mean, a whip
And
crack.
I say,
and
you
then
will grant
snakes.
a safe passage while we were here, or you will feel every ounce of punishment that comes from your god.
This is
Okay.
some awesome shit,
Clever.
man.
Negotiations is going. I see they've turned to this.
You don't see shit. You're just flailing around out there like
This
Tarzan.
is climactic, and unfortunately, I have to go fix food before I kill it. So,
That's cool.
BRB.
Cliffhanger, literally.
It is a cliffhanger. It's a great point to do it. All right, well, while she does that, anyone needs a refill on beverage or hit the restroom. And that was our moment.
Let's all go to the lobby.
All right, you guys. You heard the
I'm now going
Diashon.
to go play
I'm
Mario Maker because
Gonna go
I
get
have a
water and stretch my legs for a bit.
problem. I'm still bad at it though, so that's the worst part about it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
And do all of that jazz.
only
So
one way to get good.
enjoy
Again, my
the.
plan of playing more Smash Bros.
enjoy them.
To get good at Mario Maker isn't working. I don't understand where the problem
Oh,
is.
wrong button. Oop. Haha. All right, I'll do that.
I haven't tried that yet. It's fine. Improves your reaction. Go through the no cubes. Cubes first level got me used to that. I would honestly say that's the worst though. Oh, I had Smash Bros. Open. Guess I'm playing that instead.
Hold on a minute.
I think Banjo made it in.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
I mean, you don't have the DLC pass though, so
No, but I can see it.
you get a cap. Who was capped? It's almost like they didn't play games with them.
Who even knows?
side doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, you're the only clear so far on his level.
I can't imagine why.
There has been at least 252 attempts at last.
Well, I was 100 levels before of those, so I mean,
True. True. Okay, now I have let's all go to the lobby stuck in my head.
that's fine.
Stirring thickener.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's extra thick.
PHI double C.
Excuse me, I have super armor? What do you mean your final smash is from super armor?
Ever see a clone with an ass like this?
I may be getting my butt handed to me in the bathroom.
That stuff is going to be excellent. I'm excited.
Well, apparently there have been more clears.
It's a good shirt.
It is.
Just think, yeah, that level has now 5 clicks.
Good. 4 likes.
So,
At the beginning of the game, Puck was just like licking and nudging into my hands like, no, you pet me. You pet me now. He's usually not that insistent or needy.
Oh, it's a new construct. That would have been even better in your favor.
oh, what for instance?
Yep. My imperfect memory said wisdom save. It's
Yeah, I mean both make sense for different reasons.
Got that good H2O. Squeeze me.
What's your spell save DC, Daishon?
Hold on. I'll click over there and look. Spell save DC is 13.
Okay.
Percy's making very strange noises tonight. I think I just heard a chicken.
Why are they playing Division?
Yeah, they're playing Division.
Anyway, we continuing? Do I need to put the Smash Bros down now?
Oh, we're here. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good to go now. Okay. So, the creature that was about to make a swipe and nom at Hobble, you step past Hobble under his guard, point your finger, create the illusory appearance of snakes, and say something about, what did you say? Let us pass?
Give a safe passage or feel the wrath of your
safe
god, something
passage.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's
Thank
scared
you
shitless.
very much, by the way, Cube, for the reconnaissance on Snake God.
Yep, that helped a lot. Recon is a good thing.
So this creature is scared shitless, right? And runs back into behind his fellow, squeezes past into the rest of the cave, jumps off of a lip, and disappears from your view, screeching, "Intruder!"
Oh, well, I don't think we convinced him.
No, I
Wow.
mean, he's... Does he believe you that he should give you safe passage in the name of his god? He's not sure. He's too scared shitless because you surrounded him with snakes.
Technically, I surrounded me with snakes. It looks like they're all up on me.
It
Not
looks
him.
like they're on you, not him.
Yeah, like I'm like the emissary of his deity.
I misunderstood. I thought you were, like, pointing at him and making snakes appear on his form. So he's still scared shitless. And says, after thinking and squawking like a strange chicken for several seconds, the goddess gives power to you? And it's just like,
Do you dare to doubt what she decides to do? At that point, my eyes now glow red.
Still not the
His-
creepiest thing we've come across. This is funny.
it's really not. His friend next to him squawks and says, "You imbecile! It's a fake mint!" And
I think they actually have to interact with it to be able to make the save first. That's why it's on me, not them.
I gotta touch the butt to know if the
if a
butt is
creature
real.
uses its action to examine the sound or image,
Oh, so he's examining it, aka interacting with it in a
Hey,
fashion.
it's buying us a turn though. I mean,
It's true enough.
Right.
so I mean, take it.
so yeah, he tells his friend that it's fake, and they're like looking at each other like the one is scared, the one is like, "You're an idiot," and that's their turn.
All right. First order of business: get off the rope.
Good call. Good
All
call.
right.
Yeah.
Second order of business. It's kind of. Are we fighting? Are we not fighting? What's the plan here? Asking the people around me.
You have a
You're
really
saying
low
this out loud to
intelligence.
people around you. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine subtly.
Is there?
You'd
a
imagine.
Yo, are we killing these guys or nah?
Are we stabbing him or not?
That
you-
sounds super subtle, Steak.
Hey,
Here's
are
the
we
subtle
taking their
version.
eggs before or after we murder them?
No, here's the subtle version. Are we giving them the business?
Giving them the
Alright.
business on the poop deck. Okay.
All right, what's the plan? What's the plan here? Do we have a plan? Is the plan falling apart? I'm just gonna hold an action until I figure out what the plan is.
Actually, a plan?
You're gonna continue to stand there. All right. Okay.
You know, hold an action. Wait for something. Wait for something to
What are you
become
gonna do
obvious
with
as
your
what we're
action?
doing.
What's the trigger?
Someone else doing something dramatic. That's not already the snake thing because I didn't see that happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say snake's pretty dramatic.
I haven't seen that. So
You
Alright, how about this?
the
Waiting for
illusion
something
is
to-
still active, by
Oh,
the
it is?
way.
oh,
So you can see it.
is it
There are
working?
snakes coming from all around him. You've never seen him cast minor illusion, as far as I know, which means, as far as you know, unless you
that's-
spend your action to make an investigation check, they look like real ass snakes to you.
I mean, we've already established he's got some creepy side to him, so I'm just gonna, it's like, they're not biting him. It's fine. Fine.
Okay?
Yeah, one of us
Alright.
is covered in snakes and one of us is imitating a bear. Something is going on. Steve.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I guess hold an action until Actually, let's move here and hold an action until things start attacking.
Until things start attacking.
Until
thank
you
for
stop
giving me
bearing.
a more concrete.
Yeah.
So you're holding the attack action until things start attacking.
I mean, I
Pick a side,
guess.
man. Pick a side.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Alright. That's you. Warden.
I loose an arrow
Oh, okay. I didn't take long.
At
at the further
the one
I
who
can
said
see the
the
second
thing
one.
about the one who said a thing about a fakement.
Yes.
Please stand
Okay.
up first before you shoot me in my tail.
Okay, I stand up, draw my bow, and loose an arrow.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This is 22.
That's a
on the
hit.
ground.
Yeah.
Just like
Move your big
I
turtle
mean,
butt
I
out the
thought
way.
it was like laying down one, but you know. Really, game? You're gonna fuck me like that tonight?
It let you hit. What do you want from it? It could have made you miss. At least this way you did something.
Could have been a 1. You could hit one of
The
us.
look.
Oh my God.
The look of
Well.
him.
Keeper.
Time for me to actually make my appearance. We'll see how bad this goes.
That's positive thinking.
Isn't it just?
I mean,
Okay, so Calf is
there's your
not
sign.
like here, but
You can successfully make your way down
Alright,
the road.
Bill.
Calf is playing.
It's the power of the rope. See.
So
It's the power of the
is
rope, yeah.
Jules, who's the DM, and so is Koob, who's the one above me.
I need to double check a thing.
So at this point, I do believe we've called out everybody that is in the stream right now.
Bonus action on my turn.
Yep.
So, moves 10 feet down and
Does some weeb shit.
well,
What punch?
can I hit from here?
Yeah, it's a large creature. That's its square diagonal from you. From it.
Cool beans. Hey.
There you go.
Something. What the fuck?
I got a cold chill. What do you want? Oh. It's the Knight of Fives.
Apparently.
Yep.
It like bats at the thing in like an attempt to defend itself and gets stabbed through the wing.
You're not really painting a picture of like aptitude here.
We're not really successfully being apt.
I mean, on both sides. It's like he's like batting at it, and then we're like just like kind of tearing the wing, I guess.
It's two idiots fighting basically, but it's groups.
It's like a kid trying to make a snowflake with safety scissors.
Listen, these things are smart enough to be considered intelligent, but I wouldn't call them smart.
Gotcha.
So are we talking 7 or 8?
They're like the school bully.
So
Single
a
note.
5.
I'm.
Nothing.
You're beautiful.
It's your turn.
Okay. So
You're cute.
I'm gonna back Shaggy up on his bullshit. I'm going to
Yeah.
take out our good old friend Magic Rock and lick it and go, big ass snakes.
Please tell me there's snakes with big
Oh,
asses.
Oh fuck! All right.
Yes, yes.
Wait.
yes. I have to
would these
remember
snakes
how
be
giant-
tunnel snakes.
Ah, they
Tunnel
rule.
snakes rule. Giant poisonous snake is the one I'd like to get. That's a what is it?
I'm trying to remember what the fuck item that is.
Rock of licking.
That's
It's-
the one that the little tree
Yeah,
spirit
yeah.
gave
I
us.
It's
remember.
the conjure
I don't remember
animal rock.
Okay.
You just
Rock
have a-
of conjuring animals. I
Does
love
it need like
That's what it
water?
is. Yep.
Is it
So I can
basically
get
one of
8.
those pill things you drop in
8
water?
giant poisonous snakes.
Yep,
Or, yeah.
If they're so.
This cave ain't big enough. This cave ain't big enough.
Snake, snake, snake,
I
snake.
can go with a bigger snake.
This cave ain't big enough.
We ain't
Actually,
gotta worry
let's do
about it.
that
It's
for
their
dramatic effect.
size.
What's the biggest snake I can get in here? Giant constrictor snake. Never minded like that. It's a huge.
Oh god.
It's a huge. I'd
And
like that.
it's-
It's a huge.
It's CR1, right?
CR2.
Okay. And it's one CR2 for that?
Yeah, it's a 1 CR2 if I want one huge snake.
Okay.
Oh, I see how that works. Okay.
I very quickly see a problem arising.
It's fine. It's
What,
like the
like a
quote said.
snake?
You're in a tight hole
Wait,
with an
so
angry
what's
dragon.
the
What you
CR
gonna
on a
do?
weasel?
Like nothing.
Is
It's
it
like an inch or
CR0?
something.
Infinite weasels.
Fuck me up with weasels.
I mean, you could though.
When I don't know, I did that when I was in the.
We could set off a bunch of ferrets and watch Jill's just lose her shit.
Someone setting off
When-
explosions.
When Jill's was telling me about what the item could do,
12,
and she said, "Oh, it summons animals." And I'm like, "Fuck me up with weasels."
Yeah.
Which is funny because none of us actually heard that conversation.
Right. It's great.
Okay. Alright.
I heard the
okay.
fuck me up with weasels bit.
Just silence in the house and then
Like,
suddenly,
out
fuck me
of
up with
context.
weasels!
Yeah, I think we heard that all out of context through your mic, maybe? Or you at least
That's
mentioned it
great.
out of context, and we're all just like,
Maybe.
oh,
I probably did.
okay.
Anyway,
Yep.
I am looking for a token. Hang on.
Oh jeez.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's huge, right?
This is giant.
It's
giant?
constrictor snake size.
It's gonna be a
Huge.
2-tile.
3 tiles. It's huge.
No, 3. There we go.
Do you
Yeah.
see the
Oh.
problem here?
Nope.
Okay.
We're friendly.
Correction.
We
Yes.
essentially
They can
get a
squeeze.
snake under
I think
us.
that's where.
Just for clarification, you have positive intelligence, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I would like to ride the snake if that is possible.
Saw that coming.
Gotta see
And now we learn mounted combat rules.
Nope.
this.
So is this rock like
So
a one
you
daily
lick the
thing, or-
rock.
It's a
You
big-ass
say-
snake.
Big ass fucking snake.
I hear this and I'm like, what?
Um.
I'm just trying to figure this out because these are all little ones.
Like, and as soon as this thing appears, I yell, "How dare you defy your god!"
Okay.
We're
Warden
committed to
lets
this.
out a giddy squeal.
We're committing to this, I see.
Why
Commit
not?
to the bit. Commit to the bit.
So, yeah, the snake appears under and around all of your feet, right? With its head next to Finkelknob, right? And it's like back and forth. You say, "How dare you defy your god?" And they both cower, fall to their knees, and prostrate themselves.
I step to one side. He's got this.
Yeah, you got this.
Fucking hell.
How long does this bullshit last?
Hopefully long enough.
An hour?
Okay, that's probably enough.
Oh boy.
That's probably enough.
And I mean, if not, it's here. We can just get another. We can just say we'll get another one, right? I don't know how this rock works.
Nobody knows how this rock works. For the rest of us, for all of you, it's the first time you've ever seen anything involving it.
Yep, this is the first time any of you have seen the rock.
I
Yeah.
saw the boars.
Yeah, he did see the
Oh, you
boards.
saw the boars, yeah.
You
yeah.
told them to go get
No
your
one
dinner,
else
and then
has.
everyone was confused about where all the meat came from.
Well, this is fun. Now what? How do you follow that up?
Yeah,
mean-
so they're not doing jack shit. I guess follow the rest of this round through in that was their reaction. And then we'll follow the rest of this round through in initiative order just to sort of see what happens. So
Okay.
Yordle, what do
Uh,
you do in response to this giant fucking snake underneath you?
can I do anything? Am I?
It's your
doing
turn.
anything? It's a
I'm
giant
ready.
fucking
Okay.
snake with a mini barbarian on top of it, like a giant mini fridge or a fleshy mini fridge. And these things are just like, oh, we are worms, worthless worms.
I
In
thought
front
you
of
were
their
afraid of snakes. It's
Not
spiders you're
really.
fucking afraid of. Okay. I thought this was about to get really interesting because I thought you had a snake phobia.
I'm
Got it.
I'm
Okay.
covered in scales. Why the hell would I be scared of a legless version of me?
That's why phobias exist, because they don't make any sense.
Shh. Okay.
So you're just going, alright, this is some cool bullshit.
I'm just gonna straighten up and... See, we tried to talk to you nicely because this shit was gonna happen, but no. Had to get all uppity and in people's faces.
Sorry!
And
Shaggy.
yeah, I'm just gonna kneel like, yes, she is a goddess. This is her angry face. Gonna go along with it.
Okay.
The snakes go back into the walls around us. Because, fuck it, why have the things that one of them doesn't believe in when the thing they can touch is right there? I go, nice. Nice. I put up my fist for a fist bump.
Like hanging off the snake.
Yeah, okay.
We're coming in now. Back up. Warn the others.
Okay. Shakinister has come! Rah!
Remember that name, lads? This might be important.
And we're doing...
Well, this last 12 seconds has been a roller coaster.
Called the Great Snake Coaster.
Like, am I wrong though? Like, it went from kind of okay to bad to really bad to almost good again to bad again to settled in 12 seconds. Like, by God.
What the fuck? That looks like a smashed bee.
It's a campfire.
Looks like a smashed bee.
Bees, run!
No. You guys run. We have to go in. We need to get 100 XP.
Yeah, we need our 100 XP to catch up to you guys.
We would still get the XP from running away from bees, as we've already established.
Well, we have to go engage and then run away, so that way we get the XP.
Okay. So, yeah, turn order is unimportant at the present moment.
But
Because
could very well become relevant.
it could very well become relevant. I'm leaving it there.
So I
Just
say
say-
we walk in there like freaking Prince Ali on his elephant, but the elephant's a giant fucking snake, and Ali is a short, angry man. No? Alright, fine.
Okay. I'll just point out that fella's a hobbit in the rough.
Are you raising your hand to say something, or?
Huh?
Oh, you look like you were raising your hand for something.
Oh, I was scratching my
Oh, okay.
palm.
Okay. So
Y'all can take lead on this one.
We've been taking lead on the whole thing, Steak.
No, like that's the whole not being able to lie because the God's kind of the God of truth thing. I'm gonna sit back on this one.
I think the little one on the snake should lead.
Yeah,
On
that's what I
this?
was gonna do, is tell the snake to go forward and basically ride it deeper into the cave, following these two.
okay.
It's gonna look like sperm chasing a bunch of eggs.
I mean, when you put it that way, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
point
kinda
of this
does.
session.
You're welcome. What can I say is that you're welcome.
I feel like this is not how Jill's was expecting this to go in any way, shape,
It's
or
not
form.
at all, but I'm very
No.
proud of all of you.
D&D as fuck.
It is D&D as fuck. Also, inspiration is hell. If you don't already have it for
Oh fuck, I still have mine.
snakes.
Wait, we
Snakes
all get it?
everywhere.
The ones who came up with we should do snakes because they worship snakes.
Okay.
Sad.
So
I still have
you're riding the snake farther into the cave, following.
Yeah.
These guys.
Snake.
Like you do.
Can I move?
Badger,
No,
badger,
that's
badger,
the wrong
badger, badger,
one.
badger, badger, badger,
Motherfucker. Come here.
mushroom, mushroom. That's a big ass snake.
Was it the lair?
Yeah.
Snake, a
There. I
snake.
fixed it.
You can just give me control over the snake token as well.
How do I do that? Advanced, maybe?
And-
And open it. There we go.
Yeah.
Controlled, advanced. Layers. No. Where is this?
I don't know why, but I keep thinking of Naruto, that one big snake shape-shifting butthole.
Nah.
I'm sorry, did you say shape-shifting butthole?
Yes.
Don't look at me. I never actually got into
Gordon has an
Naruto.
ability for that.
Can you move
He
it now?
does.
I'm not sure if what I did
That's a space.
allows
shifting
you to
button,
move it or not.
sorry.
Cute.
Not the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear, Rah! Stop worshipping the statue, you idiots! The real God is here!
This got better. This is great.
Who keeps using the
Wow.
word idiot from these things? Oh, fuck.
Look alive, dumbass!
Look alive.
Thanks.
These guys have the intelligence of the average high school football player.
Look alive, dumbass.
This cliff that you're coming up to is 30 feet high. They sort of hop and flap and climb their way up. And you're now looking down. Like as you ride the snake up, because like you can see past it, right? Like this is that fire is the fire you looked down on, obviously.
Okay.
So now they're up from where we are?
Yes.
I tell the snake to basically become a bridge for us to walk up.
The snake slithers and puts its head over the edge and allows you to climb it.
That works.
You're really taking this.
Oh, this is gonna
This
be
guy thing's gonna go to your
bad.
head very quickly. I can already tell.
It's already there.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know, but as I'm saying, it's gonna go much farther, much quicker.
So all of these creatures seem reverent and fearful, and are backing up. And someone goes farther into the cave, squawking, "Rah!" And says, "The god is here. It has a request of us, I think."
I think.
I think is a stretch with these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, thinking's a strong term in this case.
That one's the shaman.
So I guess give everybody a chance to get up to this area
Mm-hmm.
with Snake Friend.
Snake.
What are we gonna name
Snake
him
friend.
temporarily?
Snake friend?
Temporarily for the hour we have him.
They gave
Yeah.
you the name. They
Oh, the
gave
name
you
of the god.
Shekinister.
Shake canister, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, those two look fine. I'm sure they're fine. They're just napping.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Ooh!
Oh, the dead bodies? Yeah, you saw those before. It's fine.
Yeah, nah, they're fine. They look fine.
I
Fine.
think we made the right call not to fight them.
I think we're screwed if we end up having to now, though, because they're all in one room.
Cave in!
There's a choke. It's fine.
So, one creature comes to the front of the group and is like extra wrinkly and ugly, and wearing a strange headdress, right? And like bows deeply, but like doesn't like bow onto its face like the rest of them have, but like sweeps a deep bow, and says, "Goddess, you've come to our humble home, and as you can see, we worship you devoutly." And it motions to the statue with like offerings in front of it. "What can we do to please you?" And
All right.
waits for a response.
All right. Yes, you are doing a very good job of praising me. I have a decree for you. Leave the lady at the top of the hill alone and her monkeys. And give me one of your unborn. They are a chosen one. They will come with me.
The elderly, wrinkled looking person wearing the headdress looks saddened and confused and says, "Far be it from me to question your worship."
Are you about to? And then I immediately step back and off to one side like I'm getting out of the way.
And the creature says, I do not understand why you have chosen the witch as someone special to you. But it's I see. Okay. And
No
Do
one's
not
gonna
feel
apply
bad
any
for them.
more Information.
Wait. Okay, fine.
okay,
What
fine.
is the witch. You have a past issue with her.
Issue? Well, under its breath, the creature says, "I can't believe I'm fucking talking to fucking dinner." and says, she's a rival of ours of sorts, I guess you could say. And then suddenly, like, stares at the giant snake in its face and says, "Apologies, your worship," and, like, bows again and, like, sort of awkwardly bustles and squeezes past the rest of these, and flies up over these cliffs again. I'll return in a few moments, and it bustles off.
Okay.
The rest of these creatures look very uncomfortable to be looking at their god. Like, if pterodactyl wrinkly birdmen could sweat.
I
Oh,
mean, what
One
stopped
of-
it?
Can they?
I mean, yeah. They have
One
an
of
engine
you
there.
other ones. One of you other ones. What did your elder mean by rivals?
Over food and territory. Priestess. And then it like bows, like it bobs at you.
Food?
The
Like-
sh-
Food?
like food?
If you'll excuse us saying so, and it like nods and bobs its head and like it keeps making weird curtsies every time it
you're
talks to you.
seeing
But yeah,
the
I
spoken
am-
words of your deity spoken through food, but they're food, and you want to nom them, but they're your deity's pets. What do?
I am almost beginning to think the night hag the witch up there would be easier to deal with. Plus flying monkeys.
what? I'm
The
sorry,
small-
you speak in riddles, priestess.
The small fuzzy things. The small fuzzy things with wings and tail.
Snacks.
Yes, those.
God.
Easier to deal with. I'm not trying to be difficult, priestess. Apologies.
It's alright. It's alright.
Kinda. Kinda.
You mostly snack on those, right? Do you? Do you know what happened to what lived up there? Was it her, or was it your doing?
We might have snacked on one or two.
There was
Ah.
12 skulls up there.
Me too.
There were
then.
tens of skulls up there.
Yeah, there were pyramids.
I'll trust these things don't know how to count.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Hey! And then it gets out its claws and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, fuck it.
Aw.
I'm gonna be honest.
fuck
I
it.
kind of like these things.
so, wait, has she? Did they just move in and then you ate them all, or did they move in? Did you move in and eat them all?
What?
Who was here first?
What came first? Your home here
Or
or
the
them
egg?
up there? have you always lived in this cave?
Yes.
How long do these things
Even
live?
those before,
Okay.
even those that hatched before you. I lost the
How long
accent,
do
so
these things live? Because if these things have a lifespan of 4 years, that doesn't help as much.
So, the one with the weird headdress comes back and says, "Move, nincompoops!" And it's
it's like listening to the Three Stooges.
it's like offering an egg, which, by the way, is like,
Huge.
yeah.
I come forward and I take it silently.
It looks at you, it looks at the egg, looks conflicted, looks at you, looks at the snake, looks at you, hands you the egg.
As Warden turns around, he's like trying so hard not to laugh.
Okay. So, the pitted and pockmarked and scarred elder wearing the headdress that brings the egg says, "As you have willed it, goddess, I have brought your egg. You're chosen. He has not chosen his name yet."
Oh, anyways, how do I respond to this shit? Probably with like, "Good, you have fulfilled your part. I will make sure that the game around here is more bountiful as long as you comply."
Okay.
And then with that, we should leave.
We should totally go.
Snack starts to leave.
No, Sneck needs to let us down first.
Yeah, Snack axes stairs again.
like cartoon, like actually stairs.
Yeah, why not?
D&D, the perfect balance of cartoon physics, realism, and medieval roleplay.
Duh.
With wish fulfillment.
Just under my breath, let's get the fuck out of here.
Gotta go!
Alright.
Head for the rope. Head up the rope. Pull the rope back up.
Snake friend, you live here now.
For the
For
remaining
the next hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
fuck.
the-
No, you go into the jungle. He goes down into the jungle. They
Snack
can't
friend
just see him
goes into the
disappear.
jungle. Sure they can, it's a god.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
It's a god. They're idiots. It's fine.
It
Yeah.
worked out well.
Nincompoops!
There's
I
only
feel like that was a good
one
use of that.
thing that we need to worry about.
Why she
Just
wants this
one-
egg?
There's just two things that we need to worry about. Thing number one is, why does she want this egg? Thing number two is their god real? And how vengeful is she?
We'll
We'll
find
get
out.
to that later, when we're a
Well, I
higher
mean,
level.
Like, not to borrow trouble, but two of us are religious-based class, so our gods definitely
just
exist.
stop right there. That is a terrible plan to go on the idea of our
Let's
god.
They'll
not-
arm wrestle. They'll lose because they're a snake god. And then
Let's not, and let me just. Yeah, I don't know shit.
Are we rolling religion for real? Is their god real? Yes, no, basically.
No, I was rolling religion for. Is their god vengeful? Yes, no.
Look,
It's an excellent question.
I could try and look it up, but I really don't want to do this while we're standing right over the cliff.
Mhm.
It's all the same.
This is just like to think about it, though. This is if you just know it.
Yeah.
All right, Christopher Robin.
Are we about to get smited by someone else? Am I? Or...
Let's.
Like, you're like a snake with extra steps, so.
Extra
You would have the
evolutionary
best idea.
steps. You have bonus.
How does that make you feel?
Anyway,
I don't know.
You have limbs and a poncho. Roll with it. Or walk with it.
anyway. We should, I remember. She was going to help us for the egg.
Yes.
Yeah. She said something about answering questions to save us the trip to the Guardian of Arlunga.
Yes.
And
Does anyone want to skip the trip to the Guardian of Orlando?
I don't know.
I still don't fully trust this person, honestly.
I mean, she is
Well,
a
not
weird
for
lady
nothing.
out in the woods.
We must
in the
fulfill our
jungle.
agreement. or
Yeah,
this-
I mean, I don't think they'll fuck with us because for all they know, we just killed an entire cave worth of terrafolk.
I'm worried that's what they want.
Well, they're not actually dead, so
Well, she'll believe it until, like, they all start flapping around in the night. It's only going to take one of them accidentally flying across the moon like a majestic murder beast. And then she's going to be like, those darn kids, they tricked me.
that's why we should go as fast
We
as
tell her
can.
that we dealt with them, and we tell her we brought the egg, and we never promised we wouldn't kick her fucking evil ass as soon as we got back.
Alright.
Oh,
Spirit of
now
Now
you're
she's evil.
interested in.
now
you're
you agree with
interested
me that
in
she's
her
evil.
being evil.
Now
you
there's
agree about
evidence
getting
beyond
XP
your-
twice.
Your bloody staring at her eyeball thingy.
Ah, I see. It just took an external source that's not me. I get it.
It's called verification from alternative sources.
Yeah, it's
If you can't cite us, then don't
Mhm.
use it.
Verification.
Just-
From a second factor.
an idea, just in
Second
case.
form, two-factor authentication.
Gonna, just to throw an idea out here. If we go back and things go south, and we get the chance, we should maybe take this egg back. Say it was like a test to see their commitment or something.
No, fuck that.
No.
No, no way.
No, we go back in there and
Please,
it'll be
you can
bad.
Cook an egg.
You really want to cook an egg?
I named
like
the
this.
Yes.
egg Jeffrey.
An
You
egg
wanna
that's the
cook
size of two
chosen
people in
one.
our party.
And is the chosen one. Apparently, it's chosen for breakfast.
Like, I'm pretty sure this egg is
And
the size
probably
of
lunch.
either.
It's a very big egg.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Yep.
Can't discount.
Several
I'll
breakfasts.
be completely honest. I was expecting to have another, expect combat followed by another rest to change out a prep spell before we went back to her. But all right, sure, let's go for this. I guess.
Does the module cover this?
I'm gonna point out to you, lad, that we rested, and if you didn't change out your
No, no, no.
spells when we
I
rested,
changed out my spells ready for combat, and it was assuming I'd have another one for social encounters beforehand. So
who says you're not gonna have combat in about 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Calm down. Do this.
I was gonna,
Relax.
I was gonna,
Await your moment
prep.
of joy.
I was just gonna prep
Why
the
didn't
tech
I hack?
evil
Who
and
knows?
just be ready.
I'm gonna put my while they're talking back and
She
forth.
eats people.
I
Next
wanna-
question.
I want
It
to put my
narrows
ear
down what she is
to the
what
egg.
it was, I was looking at.
see if I can't hear anything moving.
Slosh, slosh, slosh.
You don't hear anything moving.
Yes.
Ever, if we have any say in this.
All right.
It's a lot
Let us
harder
go
than
back.
turtle eggs. Yeah, yeah. Alright, here we go.
Alright, you're trundling back off to
Montage music.
Nani Poo Poo's house, right?
Naughty poo poo walking through the jungle,
Eating
scooping
people.
up the monkeys and eating all the humans.
Okay.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Too bad.
Hold on.
I mean, I've got pipes. I can play it for you.
I really want to hear
Well,
that.
That's a plot twist.
Well, the twist.
I never got to use those pipes last adventure with Keeper.
I
Okay.
guess having the bard in the party kind of took care of all that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are they pipes or are they
Anyway.
pipes? Alright.
Alright.
So
So
if you're going to get creative,
when
Someone else is doing the talking, though. I'm gonna stay quiet on this one. Again.
DM's getting interrupted every time. Shh.
when you return to her hut, it's empty.
I'm gonna investigate. Does it look like anybody's been there for a while? Does it look like it's been empty for a very long time? Investigation. Booty operation.
Nat 20. God damn.
Oh, we're gonna pay for this in a future.
Here's her
session.
GPS coordinates. Here's her address. Here's her social security number. What else do you
Should've-
want?
Should have the forwarding address for the mail slot.
So you're looking in through the window or what? Like you opened the door? What's happening here
Opened
with
the
your
door, went
investigation?
inside, and looking around to see if it looks like this has been preoccupied, or she hasn't been here in decades, or I just went out back to take a poop. You know.
Howdy, poo-poo,
I
doo-doo-doo-doo.
This is not brave. It's not like it looks suddenly abandoned and like it's been empty for a zillion years, right? But she's nowhere to be found.
No monkey feathers, no monkey fluff, no smells like the stew is still cooking, no sweating water bottles.
No. You can still hear the sounds of something that might sound like the monkeys outside.
Are there any monkeys outside?
Time to start talking.
Start talking. Give me a
That's-
thicker.
All
We
right.
need a word.
like in the immediate vicinity of the place now.
All right. Well, she's not in here. There's no leftover food or anything, and doesn't look like anybody's been in here for a day or two. We haven't been gone that long.
Is there a trail?
Is there a trail?
I guess you could attempt to look for one.
We said survival for tracking.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that I believe in you, Pims. Here, have some inspiration. I know that you can do this.
I'm gonna come over and take the egg from him if he's gonna be snooting
That's a
around.
good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be a 23.
Okay. Let's.
I'm glad
What's
I
your
gave
preferred way
you.
of tracking? Do you smell the poo-poo, or
Oh, it's gotta smell rancid.
Oh,
It's fresh.
Do not eat the poo poo.
She's been eating people. Oh.
There is no visible trace of her.
Dun dun dun.
Okay,
So
now
that
to the
trace
other
will-
senses. Do I get any kind of tingling on the radar?
Like planar butthole radar?
Yeah.
No planar butthole radar. Like
how
no
long does
no
it take
no.
for a terraphook to hatch?
If this thing hatches in my arms cube, I'm gonna throw it at you.
it's gonna be the size of him.
It'll be a
That's
good
what would
mount.
make it funny.
Just gonna
He'll ride it into combat.
go like Billy Hatcher.
He is a dino rider after all.
Mhm.
Ah, shit.
So she's just up and gone. That's not good.
Didn't Keeper say something about her being a fae, maybe? Oh no.
Oh, dear.
That's bad, isn't it?
I mean, sometimes when you piss off fae, nothing happens. Sometimes when you piss them off, nothing happens for a very long time. And then other times when you piss them off, something happens immediately, and it's not good.
We
Wow.
followed through on our side of the bargain. She fucked
Yep.
off. She's in violation of us.
They're fae.
Does she see it
Terraphook
that
have been
way?
dealt with. We have the egg.
But does she see it that way?
It actually doesn't matter. We can prove that to the letter of the agreement we followed through.
It's
it
just
true?
not always the letter, but more the spirit.
No, they'll get you on the letter every time.
Fae are wildly.
They're
Just out of
wild.
curiosity,
Wild
how
fae.
long of a walk is it in between her hut and that terror folk cave?
Walking at regular speed? An hour?
All right, so it's not close enough to like quickly go check and make sure that she didn't teleport in there and is slaughtering them or anything, right?
By snake friend.
That's what your snake friend's death cry sounds like.
Sounds legit. Why not?
Well, if it's only that short of a distance, we didn't see her, so let's skedaddle out of here and eat an egg. While they debate this, I'm just gonna start swaying the egg and cooing at it like it's a baby turtle. My little omelet, I'm going to eat you for some
thought it was
brekkie
duck-
I
today.
guarantee that we're the first party to ever try to raise a terrafolk if we do this.
I mean,
plans?
we've got a ranger with good. I guess it wouldn't be animal handling though, because they're too intelligent.
As huge as they are, it's gonna take one fight with Mommy Barbarian and Mommy Paladin, and he's gonna carry them the fuck away, and we're never gonna see them again.
So optimistic.
Maybe the imprint. Maybe when they hatch, they imprint on whoever they see first.
Exactly, one fight with Mommy Barbarian and Mommy Paladin, and one of them is gonna get carried away.
We could name him Scrappy.
Let's not say.
I'll
we
tell you
did.
that actually that's a terrible name. If you name him Scrappy, I can guarantee he'll grow up to be a supervillain.
Yep, have the body type and everything.
Thank you, James
mean-
Gunn.
I personally say we,
Terrafolk power.
I still say we take it back since done with it. but-
You can take it back if you would like to.
Okay, fine, give it to me.
Hand him the egg.
Okay, we're gonna need a new character for steak.
Yep.
I want to see how this one goes, to be completely honest. So,
I mean, am I getting given the egg?
I just
Yeah.
handed it to you.
All right, I'm gonna start walking towards the cave.
I'm gonna stand around where the smoke hole is, because I don't have to see it personally.
It's an hour away.
I'm just saying, when we get there, I'm just gonna stand around the smoke hole and listen, because I don't have to see it to believe it.
I might be able to find her, but I'm kind of loath to use that blessing just yet.
I personally don't want to go searching for her if
one-time
it'll
thing.
cause an issue.
You got a better use of
After
it?
point, after we found that statue that nearly killed the small lizard boy, I've been carrying, what would you call? Do not even start with the jokes. I have a blessing. I think I might have the ability, if I trace the holy symbol and think of, say, the witch's name, that we'd be able to find her. Question is, do we want to?
I kind of lean forward and I kind of steep my fingers. I'm like, can you find the keys?
What are keys?
What do you mean, what are keys? The things that open locks.
Oh, you mean what?
Like, if you lose them,
civilization?
can you find them? I'm asking for a
Potentially.
friend.
Potentially, yes.
Oh, that's good to know. And why wouldn't we try to find her?
I don't know. This all seems. I mean, why would you enter into a bargain with a person such as her?
Now you
Excuse
say
me. Yeah, saying it after the fact is a little late. Like, we all talked about this before. We said, yeah, sure, we're going to help you.
You all talked about it. We didn't even. I wasn't there.
We came out to you guys.
And you already said yes.
No, we didn't. We came out and we pulled everybody together and we started talking about it.
Either way. You want me to find Nanny Poo Poo?
Personally,
Well,
don't.
that's the only kind of poo-poo I ever want
I
anyone
mean,
to
I'm
find.
still walking towards the other cave during this entire
I assume that
conversation.
you all are following the lizard as
Mhm.
as he
That was
returns.
my assumption.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured we're
I'm just letting the role play happen. It's fine.
I figure we're just a few feet behind him, just watching him go as we talk amongst the adults.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Cube blue screened.
Oh, he did.
Rip.
Ooh.
Like, full-on blue screened, or just Discord took shit?
His exact words were, "Oh no, I blue screened."
Oh no! This is what
That
happens.
seems
Nanny Poo Poo is
fairly
coming after him.
explainable.
Specifically through
Sounds
me.
legit.
Yeah.
I've come for you. No.
Got a cube on mom. Nanny Poo Poo.
For you. No.
So you want me to find her?
This
I
cube right
say
now.
Yes, but as for the rest,
You're gonna want to read the
Yeah, I just
very
realized.
carefully.
I just realized. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's a location, not a person.
oh, so that entire conversation was based on wrong information. No worries.
Yeah.
Oh, who's going down in the back to the shit lip with
Yeah, you guys
Hefty
are
hands here.
approaching that very shit lip now.
because
what do you wanna
the barbarian seems off chasing a blue butterfly.
Well, we can go down the rope, set down the egg, climb up the rope, and be gone before they have any clue. And it's not like they
I-
won't notice the egg.
I hate to point this out, but if they think that the egg has been blessed and they find same egg back here, that egg's life is kaput anyway.
Necessarily.
like,
And I'll
It
point something else
means-
out too. One, you may have noticed that they're kind of aggressive, and if they decide to eat one of their own, that's one less out in the world, and we didn't do it. Two, no one actually said that the egg was leaving for forever. We just said the egg was coming with us. And if they decide they're going to be evil and eat their own young, well, then that sounds like something that only they can justify to themselves later.
iCube.
He's back!
Hey.
Yay!
look, he caught the blue
You're
butterfly.
just in time
Now
for
he's
me to
back.
figure out the actual next step of the playing. Cause I thought someone was gonna stop me before I got here. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
This to stop?
no.
But
No,
we
I
can't
just
let
assumed
make
one of
your
you
own
was gonna,
mistakes.
so I was like, I don't need to worry about a next step. Well, now I'm working on that next step.
So,
Yeah, try not dying and turning around.
Definitely
Plus-
try not to die.
plus on top of that, if they think it's blessed, murdering and eating what's on the inside would only piss off the goddess, because as our goddess mouthpiece, and I guess Chat, the barbarian, said, he is blessed and the chosen one. So there's no reason to murder off the chosen mouthpiece, especially since this one's not going to look like food, or a snack, or an hors d'oeuvre, you know,
Dude.
boobs.
Alright.
So what are you gonna do, Steak?
I'm working on that still.
All right.
While he's working on it,
Again,
I'm
I
gonna.
really didn't think I'd get this far, so I mean,
You should not.
No.
What's
Go
your
on.
plan? Go back in the cave with all the fucking murder monsters and go, here's your egg back.
honestly, yeah, that was the plan.
Okay,
And I'm-
so
all right,
then,
cool. I
I'm
wait your
still
next
commi-
character.
I'm
Because
still
I'm not
committing.
going with you. That's
I'm
stupid.
still committing to the. I'm just trying to figure out how to get back down there. That's the next
Yeah, as
step
I
of the
was
plan.
saying, I'm while he's looking over the edge, like, what do I do now? I'm just silently tying, like, securing him in the rope and putting the pegs back in to the ground.
Is it that I'm having a flashback back to the original B&B group to what Tem did to Lily? The first night.
time?
The first one with the big honking bear. Did a little did a
Little
little press.
thaumaturgy to shut a door.
Yep.
I forgot
I was-
about that.
I was thinking of little thaumaturgy to push the paladin over with the egg into their little chimney.
It would fit.
But that is huh?
They both would fit.
That is not my character though.
You know, I actually have an idea about how we can get away with putting the egg in the doorway and getting the hell out of Dodge.
Well,
Put the egg in the doorway, and then I use thaumaturgy to basically amplify my shout down the chimney pipe to essentially say, the blessing has been completed, your chosen one has been returned. Keep them safe, and they will lead you.
Okay.
Sound great?
Sounds good.
Will that set your pacifist mind at ease, young man?
I mean, it's not a pacifist mindset. It's just a,
Semantics.
don't steal children mindset. That seems like a pretty straightforward mindset that shouldn't have to be explained.
I pat him on the head. You got a hold of that egg real tight, right?
Why didn't you object to this before we did it?
Listen, if I started speaking to that room, we would have died.
You could have said it
No,
before we
had
got
plenty
down
of
there.
time. We had an hour to walk there.
Alright.
And
You knew
overnight,
the plan. We were going to go in and kill everyone and take an egg, but now you're having second thoughts.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, I trust the pterodactyl people more than I trust this lady.
I don't trust
Okay?
either one of
From
them.
this-
But you got a hold of that egg, right? Got a nice good hold?
You
I don't think you have a hold of that egg, right?
The egg is like half the size of him.
Alright.
So
Does
you
he
lower
have...
him down over the edge, I'm assuming, right, Steak? Unless that's not what happens. In which case, let me know.
I just need to know, does he have a good hold of that egg?
I don't.
he seems to be having a crisis of conscience. Hold on a minute. Give him
Okay.
time. I think he's
Yeah.
rolling the dice to figure out if he's going to do it or
No.
freak out.
Lizard.exe has stopped working.
Lizard got a green screen.
Steak, you all right?
It's just an egg. It's a fictional egg. It's okay.
I know. That's the hang up. I'm like, I don't.
What would your character do?
I don't know. Like, that's the problem here. I'm trying to think how I would handle it, but there's enough info that I'm getting
Okay.
conflicting resolutions.
Deep breath.
Yeah, it's not an
Deep
easy
breath for
thing.
you. You've got your guy who is empathic, right? His
Mhm.
basic mindset is that he always thinks about it from the side of the other creature, I assume, right?
that
You
seems
can put it that way.
anyway.
Yeah, you could put it that way.
So if he's always thinking things from the other side of the creature, is he sitting there thinking about it from the perspective of the egg, the adventurer, or the mama of the egg?
There was a mama down there?
I mean,
Probably.
it had to come from somewhere.
It was a
So
joke.
the question is, which thing gets priority? Just leaving it here and fucking off, bringing it back to the family and ensuring they know to look for it, even though their family unit is nothing like you've ever experienced personally, or having dinner tomorrow because you're hungry. These are your choices, lad. So which one sounds more important to your empathic, do-goody, but I'll steal your shit while you're not looking, paladin?
Haven't you ever met a killer?
Like, that's the thing. No. The stealing
from
is
this
not.
world.
It's the kobold nature. You're a kobold. You grab things accidentally. It's literally like
Sorry,
ingrained in their
Grab
DNA.
things accidentally.
It's nothing you can really do about that.
You have no idea.
Seriously, I stole so much crap from him
Oh.
accidentally.
Oh
you don't
boy.
know.
Accidentally.
Grab things accidentally, and now I'm thinking about the height difference, and this isn't going to go well.
Oh,
I accidentally took egg. Sorry.
wrong berries.
I
He stole
I
Warden's
still stand.
berry.
Honestly,
Oh.
I stand by the idea of giving it back, and
His grip is
Doing-
terrifying when he's scared.
Now, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with bringing it back. We're telling you that if this is going to be a mindset thing that you have, you need to speak up about it before the problem comes. Do you get what I mean?
yeah, I mean,
So
I want.
when you heard everyone talking about going to get the egg, if this was going to be your guys' reaction, you should have let us have it at that point in time instead of waiting until we're actually bringing it back.
Okay, I know. Okay.
That's all we're saying. So you're bringing it back. Do you have hold of the egg?
Yeah.
Then hold on tight because you're going over the fucking cliff now. Kick.
You're going over the cliff.
Thank you, Diashawn. I love you.
Down.
Just. I didn't lower him down. I just kicked him off the edge. Once he said yes, he's got a good solid handhold. I'm just like, and there he goes.
You're gonna give it
And
back.
this
to me
is
to
how we
tell
lose
them
a
the name
paladin.
of the egg.
Roll athletics with disadvantage.
Oh God.
Nice.
The disadvantage is because of the fact that he is so small. The egg
Not
is so
you.
big.
Oh, well, shit.
9.
Does
The
he make the landing? Nice.
he does not make the landing. As a matter of fact,
Does the egg make the landing?
Block the
it
egg
does
with your.
not. As a matter of fact.
Oops.
And now
Oh, how many eggs did we just crack?
Who is crashed first?
Potentially
Crushed
3.
first.
Because we
3?
have so you just fell. The rope is longer than the distance to the ground, which means you fell a long ways, which means you took
It is?
all damage. Make a
The rope-
dexterity saving throw.
Not longer than the hole. The
Huh?
rope's tied around him, and it's 100 feet down and 100 feet of rope, so he actually would be falling short no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was
it was
part
going
of
over
the
the edge, not the chimney.
Right. So you're over the edge, so you guys only used 2 lengths of rope. So you guys all had to jump down before? I thought you landed on your feet and you had enough rope to tie some around and him to walk into the cave with it. That's
I cut
still
the end off.
enough to get.
Yeah, if we used.
You did cut the end off.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I can work with that.
Yeah.
All right. So you tied him in, so it's shorter now.
Yeah. It won't let him reach the level.
He
straight.
failed his athletics check, which means he fell, which means he got yanked around the middle by the rope, and he dropped the egg.
So he's like a weird
Can I reaction
angel?
try to use ensnaring strike to grab it last second?
Oh! Warden!
Like that's a
Pims!
stretch. Don't get me wrong, but it's literally my only option.
You want to use ensnaring strike to try to grab the egg.
Take a
as
bow.
reaction.
You Canadian man, take a bow!
Like,
Oh man.
Oh, when he savage,
Okay.
he's savage. Hang on.
I mean, I try that, or I use the Nature's Wrath Channel Divinity, which is, I think, worse. Wait,
I mean,
hold on.
you can try.
Good plan.
The Channel Divinity doesn't do damage. Go with that one.
Wait, what does Channel Divinity do? Do you think it's going to stop gravity?
It's a restraint.
Evoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. Okay. So now it's a contest of could you do it while you're falling and juggling before the egg hits the ground, which I think is just going to be an initiative contest. So roll initiative. I'm going to roll a d20. Whichever is higher happens.
Well, that's not a good start.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, you dropped the egg.
Eh.
Sorry, I rolled an 11.
Hey, I have a save of 11 on that, honestly. So
You try. You use your channel divinity, but to try to catch it in vines, but it slips through before your egg can be caught and nestled in vines. Now what? You got snapped by the rope after you fell, but that's probably not actually enough to do any real damage because you didn't actually hit the rock. So you're now what? 4 or 5 feet off the ground, solidly in the doorway of this thing, suspended over a splatted baby terrafolk egg.
Well, the answer to that is simple. We go, oh fuck, pull, 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 pull.
Quick.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be I'm just kind of freezing because, like, well, that didn't work. Lizard.exe has stopped working.
Eyes as
Lizard
big as dinner
.exe,
plates.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Yeah, he was chosen all right.
Child murderer, no less. Yoink, 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 yoink. It's a good job you only weigh 25 pounds and then all your gear's in that nether space.
Sounds like an uncomfortable place to keep that.
What, you mean like the backseat of Volkswagen?
When we get him up, I'm not even going to untie him. I'm just going to pull out the stakes and start booking it with this stunned lizard under my arm. Because if they heard all of that, they're going to come out and go, the fuck? And probably be like, the fuck? Let's figure out what just happened. And maybe fly around a bit? I don't know. Seems plausible.
Well, we do have to. We're probably gonna have to do a wide berth if we actually want to go to Orlunga.
I mean, at this point, it seems like that's our only option because we're certainly not getting any answers from Queen. I back the hell out of any fucking deal I make. Shrewdness.
Smush that kobold.
To be
Let's
fair,
run.
she probably thought we'd get killed.
Mm-hmm.
True.
To be fair, I thought we were going to get killed.
I find her lack of faith disturbing.
Meme crew.
I mean, my lack of faith is to be expected.
I'm not saying anything. I just have a smushed, stunned
Your
kobold under my
personality,
arm
yes,
running.
But for your job, it makes no sense. You'd think you'd have more faith than anybody else here.
Only one thing is constant.
Taxes.
The runs?
Taxes fluctuate; they go up and down.
Us fucking
Okay.
up.
I guess we're heading west.
Way out.
Head west, young man.
You're heading west to Orlunga.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can
Yep.
safely say Mbala's a bust.
Mbala. No, no. Mbala. No, no.
You didn't do anything stupid like give Nanny Poo Poo your name, did you?
Who are you talking to?
Nope.
Who gives names? When was the last time you actually told your name to anybody? See?
The turtle gave
Yeah.
their name
Yeah.
to the Terrafolk.
They're nincompoops. How long are they actually going to remember that? I don't have
Now
very
that
faith.
one of their unborn is splattered on their doorstep, probably not too long.
Or forever, depending on your point of view.
They'd probably think we all look
Yep.
alike.
Turtle the Spawn Slayer.
On the bright side,
That's a pretty
it was from an
boss-ass name.
accident. None of us spiked it, so
I'm gonna steal that.
We're not murder
Thank you,
hobos
Mr.
just
Silver
yet.
Lining.
I'm gonna be honest, that's not at all how I expected any of that to go.
How did you expect it to go?
Fighting.
Death?
I'm
You guys didn't fight them at all, so maybe you'll never know.
True facts. They might have been pushovers.
Maybe.
Mm,
They might have had multi-attack and other things.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
The one thing, though, that I am comfortable in saying is they were too stupid to spellcast, at least.
don't need to be smart when you're that
Weird
big and have
headgear.
multi-attack.
Yeah. Not to mention.
cast of bacon.
You
Not to
don't-
mention,
You have quite a few spellcasters in this group who aren't that intelligent.
I'm not sure that I appreciate that thing. I think that you should just take a breath and respect yourself more than that. admit to the fact that you can do all
The
sorts
Terra
of
folk
things.
do, in fact, have a higher intelligence than Steak.
Believe in yourself.
Then that means they have a higher intelligence than me.
And Warden.
Uh,
So their intelligence would have had to have been 9 then.
We don't know. All I know is keep moving.
He doesn't have a choice. He's shoved under my
oh yeah,
armpit.
how do you plan to get off the side of the rock?
We pulled him up.
Yeah.
No, I know.
That-
But, like,
isn't there
you're
the-
planning to go west. You're standing on top of a plateau that's like 300 feet above the forest.
There's a way down. There was a way up. If worse comes to worse, we
We-
can go down the way we got up and then go west.
Yeah.
That's true.
Actually,
I'm
it
just
probably
curious if
wouldn't
that's
be
what
a
you're
bad
planning to
idea.
do.
Well, actually,
Okay.
the plateau itself, didn't it go like for miles south and some miles north, so we had to go over the top anyway?
Uh.
It's the city was sitting on the top.
Mhm.
It's big, like
Mhm.
you know, a couple of miles, but it's not
There's got to be other ways
unable
down.
to go.
Mhm.
Like you could go around it. You could see if there's another way down. There might be another goat track. I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth taking a look, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we look at the west side?
I would like to look for another goat track.
Okay. Roll
Maybe there's a
survival.
better way down.
Sorry, was that a roll? What was that roll?
Yeah, survival.
Okay.
You know, the usual.
The usual.
usual.
Yeah. My +8.
You managed to
Jesus.
roll a 5.
I know.
You poor thing.
Ah.
It's a good thing you didn't have to roll for combat today. Which you guys again have done the no combat thing. It's fine.
I tried to
whatever.
initiate combat, okay?
You
Someone didn't proc their friggin' held action.
Nothing was in range of me.
Hey, Big Snake was cooler than hitting things.
True.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, story-wise, we had a great fucking moment.
Yeah, that was fucking beautiful.
Big Snake was also much more effective.
Yes. That was my thought. Of like, if they're not very smart, let's fool them.
And we
Big
kept
Snake,
all our
super
resources.
effective.
It was great.
I lost an arrow.
I'm sorry. When did you start counting them?
Right now, no, kidding.
Right now.
So you spend some time looking for another way down. There are like very sheer distances between
Damn.
things that look like they might be tracks down. You can't identify something that you can 100% for sure say that everybody in the party could traverse safely, but you could try if you wanted.
Is there another gate out of the city?
No.
Hmm.
We got ropes and batons if we need to.
Yep.
If there's a rough climb, we can use those to make it easier.
And the egg.
Yeah,
What
the
egg?
egg?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what egg?
Sorry,
Sometimes
my
how the
brain.
egg ma-
Did you
Did
lay
you make an
down?
anchor
Did you
point?
lay another
You
one?
mean the omelet?
My brain kind of went there for a hot second.
So did the egg.
We're
Just
gods.
for the record, I've literally been looking at my character sheet since that happened, trying to figure out if I had any other options. So I mean,
How about not take the fucking egg back?
Yeah. Eat it. Pondo agrees. Pondo is. There was
But
an
you know what,
omelet
though?
in there.
I'm gonna take this moment now, everyone, just to draw your attention to something important. This was a learning moment for Steak. When you try to do the right thing, you're gonna get fecked. So just go with the
Yes.
rest of the party.
Sometimes they even do the right thing. Sometimes.
I mean, really, the greatest travesty that happened in the last 10 minutes is you wasted breakfast.
I had so many seasonings for that.
Hey, let's look on the bright side. Maybe the Terrafolk are cannibals.
Meet
Because
the
I'll point out that when we
This is all
talked about
okay.
Meet the
when we talked about eating some of the other animals that are out there, he was like, no, because they're not trying to kill us. The Terra folk would try to kill us. So is it not okay to eat that one?
I think
You need to
it's.
figure out your criteria for what meat you're allowed to eat.
it's
Let me-
I can help with that.
look, it's It's complicated.
I get that impression. That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
this.
medium.
You need to. This is actually something that you should try to figure out away from stream, from the game itself. You should try to figure out exactly what is your tier. What is your cutoff for eating? Is it based on cuteness? Is it based on violence? And for the reason I ask this because
It's
if it's
based on
things that
origin.
kill you,
What it's based on.
but I mean, like, if you'll eat the meat that tries to kill you, does that mean
Mhm.
people?
I mean, it's not cannibalism for everyone here except you. So I mean,
So what happens if we kill a bunch of lizard folk? You okay with us making some lizard chunks? Nom 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 nom.
I feel like other
Dino
people.
Nugget in this trying time.
It's complicated. I know what.
This is why I'm asking
I
this
know.
question. This is a
No,
thing
but
to figure out if this is going to be a
got it
character.
loosely figured out. I just don't know how to verbalize it. If that makes sense.
To eat or not to eat? That is the question.
It is an
To
important
nom or not to nom.
nom or not.
Seriously, that Nature's Wrath was seriously my best option.
It was!
I know,
And
like,
it had a chance of working!
I know, and that's why I'm mad. I only wrote an 8.
Fate, she be cruel.
This is D&D! Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
It's
can't even blame a die because it's a screen.
I mean, you can blame the dice, though.
RNG.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
pulled
can
out the
blame
real one.
RNGesus.
Just
Wash it.
temporarily to make myself feel a little bit better. Sure, I'm blaming that one.
Okay. Alright, okay. So... Are you guys gonna climb down the side of the thing, or are you gonna go past the front and back down the way you came from?
I'm gonna try and climb down. I thought.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
aiming
Not
towards
to
going down.
borrow trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Don't we have a boat?
I feel like that
You
boat is
want-
long lost.
It's not the point. You can't go sledding in a boat.
That's not. What
No,
I'm
I mean, yeah.
implying.
If you go climbing down, you're leaving the boat.
That was my question of how are we gonna deal with getting the boat down?
That's actually not entirely accurate. As
Okay.
it stands, we can take said boat, we can tie a rope, lower it down some, drop it the rest, and then I can mend it when I get down there.
Doesn't it only fix small holes?
Yeet the boat off the cliff. Got it.
Well,
God,
the idea is to yeet it less than a lot.
Would that be a
It's
yacht
just-
yeet?
It's been yachted.
Enough for a yacht yeet.
It's been yachted. Or we could just tie rope one on each end and slowly lower down. Wait, I've seen that in First Wives Club. It didn't end well. Never mind.
It's more like a ding yeet. A ding.
Beat.
Grab a yeet.
Okay.
Damn.
Sure. Let's see how this shit goes.
Let's see how this shit goes.
Y'all are pretty crazy, man. This is some quality D&D.
You're welcome.
I also think that we technically can move at normal pace without any benefits based on fucking my bullshit.
Normal pace straight down is very fast. Are you sure that's what you're here for?
It wouldn't count as difficult terrain, is what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
That's
Got
part
the
of why
point.
the like. Fucking
This is
wave
advanced
bullshit.
difficult terrain.
I mean, this is a fucking cliff mostly.
There's
Cliffs aren't that
terrain,
hard. They're just
difficult
you know.
terrain, and a fucking cliff.
And a fucking cliff. You and your fucking cliff.
Okay, so, with your, ranger bullshit and your climbing bullshit, if you want to move carefully, I'd say that you guys can climb down without risk and needing to roll. If you want to move speedily, then you're all gonna have to make climbing checks.
It doesn't have to be fast, just safe.
I'm good with
Depends.
that.
How many terrafoot can we say?
How
Yeah,
many
if
do
we
have
start,
left?
if we start hearing a lot of caw, we start moving faster.
That sounds legit.
Okay.
It does. It does. It sounds
Alright.
reasonable.
Seems like it.
I like reasonable. Reasonable's nice.
So say we all.
So, you guys, after spending some time slowly and carefully making your way down the cliff, at what point are we eating the dinghy again? Remind me.
Yeah,
I think it is to lower it down first with the rope.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so you're
like
you're gonna
300
lower it
feet.
down. It's 300 feet, but at a it would be 300 feet straight down, but it's very steep and yeah. So I mean, if you just want to lower it, you probably what do you have 200 feet of rope? Well, you have less than 200 feet of rope now because you cut some off.
Hands up, everyone's got rope.
I can't raise my hand, but I do.
Okay, everyone has rope.
Yeah.
So that's more like 300
300
feet.
feet.
And we'll
Okay.
say that we gave up 10 feet to tie the turtle in.
Something like that.
About right.
Yeah.
So we've got 290.
So yeah,
So
we've got
so
almost
you can-
enough.
Oh, just one end. You're gonna by the way, your boat is big enough for 6 people.
We've also got 2 really big people.
Yeah, that's true. Which means it's extra big. So you're gonna take one end and just sort of like bang it down the rock from the end of the rope. I mean, that's entirely fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just imagine the two giant folk are just hanging their feet off the edge, but
In my head I have this image of like you guys tobogganing yourselves down in the boat. Please don't do that. I don't want to try to
Were
figure
I
out
a
what
rogue?
kind.
who here wants new characters? No.
Hey, when do monks get fastfall or featherfall or whatever it's called?
Not yet. That's all that matters.
Yep, not
Because that's the thing you get at some point, though, right?
Not
Wizards
yet.
get it too.
I think I actually might get it. I got a bunch of
Yeah,
questions,
Rangers
though.
probably get it. Most spellcasters probably have it as an option.
Okay.
I'll
So-
get it eventually.
You lower the boat down most of the way on the end, and it sort of dink to dink to dink to dink, and by the time you get it to the end of the rope and all the way down, it plinks into the trees somewhere. What are you gonna do at the end of the rope? Are you just like throwing it out there? Are you following it down? What's the
Well, it's not actually going to pull on us because it's there,
Right.
right? So we can
It-
just hold it like a leash so we can find it when we get down there.
all right? And then you're gonna slowly and carefully follow your boat back down, and check it for tree damage eventually.
Roll for tree
How
Which
damage.
you
odd is that
can-
as a
which you
statement?
can-
We're going to check the boat for tree damage. What?
Sounds like we're reporting this to our insurance company.
I don't know how it happened. The tree hit the bottom of the boat. It was very odd.
Oh, we're not covered.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you guys are keeping the boat for at this
More
point.
rivers.
boat stuff.
More rivers, I guess.
Part of
I
our
think the
tent.
plan is
Which I
we're
don't think there's
eventually-
any rivers on this side.
I think we're eventually
Well, there
going to
might
get
be.
back on the river at some point, though.
I figured we were just using it as part of the tent.
Also, that
we have been using it as a tent, yeah.
the boat has been our tent.
It's been your tent.
It's been shelter for part of us.
Yeah. We didn't use it as like a ghetto-fied tent like half this damn time.
Oof.
Baron White is on your side.
Also, if worst comes to worst, a boat's a great bargaining chip for some people. Maybe they want a boat.
Hey, do you want a boat in the middle of the jungle?
Smag's boat.
You can fit so many bad boys in this thing.
You know what's in the box? It could be another boat.
Door number 2.
Our DM is crying.
Uh,
She's like, but why? Why are they like this? Because we can.
What the hell?
Don't
Because
think we're
we
crazy until the monsoon happens. Then we'll be
Yeah,
like
we're literally a D&D game made of 7 streamers who all like to be the center of attention, so this is a problem.
And this is just now what we're getting into.
Okay. So, with much climbing, rope following, carefulness, and the benefit of your ranger understanding the jungle, you are able to make it off of the western side of this large rock.
Nice. And retrieve the boat.
And retrieve the boat, which needs a small amount of mending. But yeah, got it.
Yeah.
It needs mending. No, it doesn't.
It's good.
At this point, I assume that you guys are headed to... Where are you headed next?
Orlunga?
In theory.
We don't know
Unless we
exactly
miss
where
it.
that's at.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a, 7-day area search that what we got?
That's how big we drew the circle. We have no idea how.
That's...
You don't even know if it's in the circle or not.
Yep.
Yep.
Somewhere over there.
Ish.
Ish.
Whose circle
Ish.
is that?
Not it.
I drew it.
Make it bigger.
Cack.
Okay. I mean, this sounds
think-
like the sort of mission that you should undertake next week to me.
I second
Okay.
that.
We shall bow down
Unless
to
you're-
superior
SOS, got it.
information of the DM. But I'm just going to point out, DM, we could have had a fight tonight if you hadn't have made the hag run off. And I'm going to call her a hag because, as far as I'm concerned, she stopped being a nice old lady when she started being counted as rivals by terrafolk. Even. True. Not to get backing out of
Getting
deals.
cigarettes.
The
Yeah,
best
that's the
thing is
same
now
thing
that we
that,
cracked the egg on their doorstep, maybe the terror folk will be mad at the fucking the hag.
Can you imagine if we just
Maybe
said
they'll
that
just
they
come
hunt her
back to an
every day?
all-out war at some point.
The distant explosion on the top of the plateau. We should get going.
Time to go.
Yeah. Okay. You could have, maybe, possibly, except there were no tracks leading away anywhere.
Teleportation?
So...
We
I'm
could
gonna-
have used detect magic. And ransacked her place.
Can
The
we just
kobold
all
already did
agree
that
in the
for
fact
us.
That he has already ransacked her place. If there was anything
Yeah.
even remotely shiny, it's in his backpack. We just don't know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything immediately planar going on there, so there wasn't teleportation portals or anything.
Well,
Okay. We still
I'm-
could have ransacked her place.
I'm gonna
Maybe
ask
she
her...
pulled a pita and she used cake icing to turn herself into a rock and hide in a corner.
Oh, you mean PETA from Hunger Games. I think you meant PETA as in PETA.
Yeah, I was going to ask since when did PETA do
like-
that?
Like they've done some crazy stuff, but
That's...
Man,
That's
I
kind
am
of out of
so
character for
sorry
them.
that I keep accidentally kicking you.
Yeah, it's way
Aw.
too
call
intelligent.
Peter.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna ask a question that y'all are gonna get a kick out of that I'm actually kind of dreading. How much XP was that egg worth?
Do you get it since you dropped it?
Yeah, we did technically defeat the egg.
Like,
Fuck you,
I
egg.
don't want to ask.
But you just
Like,
did.
You did.
As a character, I would dread the idea of that, but I mean, like...
Like you waited
there
on
one
us
thing?
to stop
I
you
have
from
an
doing a
idea
thing.
for you, Steak. I have an idea for you. When you're offered the XP for the egg, turn it down.
Is that what your character would do?
Honestly,
Actually, by the rules I've been going by for experience up until this point, you should all have about 400 experience from the Terrafolk.
Yeah.
wait,
Doesn't that mean we ding?
that's a
Yes,
that's a level
it
up.
does.
That's 4.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are
You
done.
don't get you didn't actually do the encounter with Nanny, so you don't actually get experience really for that. But you did do an encounter where you were all in danger from all of the Terrafolk, so you get
Want
experience
that
for that.
count?
400 XP apiece.
Sorry. Whoa!
You alright?
Yeah, I just had like a 30+ pound dog try to get off my chair without letting me actually lift him down first.
Ouch.
Mhm. They'll
Well,
do
yeah,
that.
No self-yeeting there, doggos.
Yes. Yes, he did.
No self-yeeting,
Don't
bad doggos.
self-abuse.
So, are we calling it a night with us doing the rest before heading back out towards the Guardian? Then I guess, or are we
I
picking
think-
up?
You mean wander in the jungle till we die? Yes.
Woo.
All right,
It's
well, I'm
a good
gonna
thing
go
we
ahead.
can't get lost by non-magical means.
I'm marking the experience down while I'm thinking about it because I'm not gonna remember otherwise.
Yep. So that means we're level 4 now, right?
You will be after you complete your rest.
Which is where we're stopping, right? Because Hobble gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I know Hobble's got to go to bed.
I'm not
You're-
telling you,
you're-
I'm asking everybody else.
I mean, I gotta go too, and honestly,
Yeah,
we get
y'all are ending at the beginning of your rest. Whether something happens during that rest, yet to be determined. However, you should at least know what you're gonna do. You may not end up being able to use your level 4 bullshit on your character sheet at the beginning of next week.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see what happens. That's gonna depend on dice rolls that I'm not gonna make because we can't actually do the encounter because people need to sleep.
Okay.
People need a shower because they stinky.
Stanky.
so we're going ahead and leveling now for clarity.
Yeah, but just mark your stuff so you know what's 4th level and what's not, because it's possible that there could be an encounter during the rest, which would mean it would happen technically before you level.
That sucks.
It is what it is.
You're the one who rolled.
Yeah. Rolling's fun though.
Yep.
I mean,
It is fun.
I just take
Your
every-
con is +1, right?
it's about to be +2.
But that was a
Yeah.
+1. Okay, yeah.
Are we doing just ability scores or
You can take a
ability
feat
sc-
if you want.
Okay.
Ooh, feats.
I'm gonna look further that.
Yeah.
What does that sound?
What the fuck was that sound?
Yeah.
Orgasm.
Whoa.
Pims,
Is it?
Yes.
You good?
a level 2 ranger spell. It's fucking excellent, although you may not even y'all may not even need it. My favorite, one of my top 3 favorite level 2 ranger spells, healing spirit.
Yes, it's very good.
Wink, wink,
no.
nudge, nudge.
You may not need it. You guys have you have a fuck ton of healing in your party. You may not need
I
it.
don't,
I
I
just
don't
love it.
get I don't get level 2 spells yet. I'm gonna take a feat.
Of course you are.
So, Steak,
I
you were
know.
asking about Slowfall?
I bet I even know which
Now.
one it is.
Now.
Oh, it's level 4, really?
Now. Yep. Now.
Okay, cool.
All the Slowfall. You get a Slowfall, and you get a
That actually
Slowfall.
go in? That
And you get a
actually
Slowfall.
go in. Cool.
I'll get a Slowfall. Can't catch me.
I have to figure out how to get this in here, though.
Features. What do we get from level 4?
Oh hey.
Oh man, I already put those up on number 1.
I got an extra spell a day.
Nice.
Good job. Am I supposed to add anything to that?
Yeah, con.
Your con.
Thank
Is
you.
that out of character?
Got 9.
Oh, Xanathars. What am I doing?
You guys have it all on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's what I'm going into right now.
I got books.
That's true too. You paid money for those.
Okay, I don't get
What,
anything until
Pims?
6.
Look at my passive perception.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
I
Pims.
know.
What the fuck is your passive perception now?
Is it like
Probably
15,
20.
Well, it was 16.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, did you take the one I thought? That's not the one I thought you were gonna take. That's not the one I thought you were gonna take, but I like it. I
It's
really
gonna be farther than a
do.
mile to be able to smell it.
It makes sense as for a ranger.
It does.
You know what?
Fuck.
I'm actually gonna give the feats one more once over before I settle in on that. Actually.
So I have a new best skill. Hang on, let me
These aren't coming with any more feats.
Damn, monk slow fall is nice.
1 wisdom.
Feats.
You guys want to see what I can do now?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh, you're still pretty average.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah, that's your low roll. Yeah,
You
yeah.
rolled a 2.
He still sees all. He's seen a lot of shit. He's old.
Oh, fuck. We don't get the proficiency bonus yet, do we?
It's still 2.
I think I actually just broke my character.
Did you?
Just now.
Just now.
Okay, I don't have any new class features.
Oh, fuck. That goes down to a +7 in cities, though. Or
Oh,
out of the
I can
forest.
click feet in this. Okay. Do I want 18 strength or do I want a feat?
Both feet.
You get a feat that just raised strength by 1, but then it's still not going up a full level. I could also bring dex up by 1, and then it actually becomes useful.
I love this build now.
Are there any feats in the splat books?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look through those too then.
Oh,
Oh, you know what?
wait.
I've got them on my app.
I was going to say, are you talking like Xanathars and everything, or are you
Yeah.
talking? Yeah, there are.
Okay, I'll look through all those then. I've got them all on my app. It'll make it easier to go through.
I'm gonna shut down for the night and go to bed. Good night, guys.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye, Hobble.
Bye!
Alright, Focal. It's that time, and it's late enough that Hobble's not gonna raid anybody because Hobble is sleepy and needs to get to bed. And also, wonder where the hell the cap for my dice bottle went. That's what fell on my leg earlier, and I just realized it. But that's for another time and another place. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me, Pims, Diashon, Jills, Steakhater11, Caffeinated Zombie, and Dr. Cube all playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I hope to see you guys next time as we play some more Dungeons and Dragons and all that jazz.
Bye, have a great time.